7:06, right here on today's Hit Music Q92. Good morning, everybody. Christian, Jake here. Laura's going to be here momentarily, so she will be here today. But right now, just Christian and Jake here with you. If you're watching the live video stream, we're not pranking. She'll be here, seeing her son off, right?
Yeah, her son's going on some trip.
On a trip, I believe, to Indonesia.
Yeah, that's it.
So just seeing him off, already on her way in here. So we'll see her very shortly. And we say good morning to you from the Q92 Morning Show. We started at 5:30. We're still rolling here at 7. And coming up in the 7 o'clock hour, like I said, another finalist for this amazing contest we kicked off yesterday. Post Malone and Jelly Roll in Pittsburgh with a hotel stay. Go there, enjoy an amazing show, and then enjoy Pittsburgh for the night. We got a hotel for you. Go sleep it off. Head home the next day. How cool is that? Q to call this hour. Q to call next hour. And, of course, we're going to get a finalist on the live video stream as well. You got to go over there, click the like button, and I'm going to throw it to you, Jake. What? Oh yeah, you're done.
I was just thinking about this.
What emoji should they put in? Could be any emoji you want.
I don't know. Let's pick something that we would get yelled at.
Yeah, Lauren will judge you if she doesn't like the emoji you pick. So it better have something to do. With music, Jelly Roll, Post Malone.
She's not gonna like this. Is there a jellyfish emoji?
Jellyfish?
Yeah.
All right, jelly's in that.
Yeah.
Is there really a jellyfish emoji?
Yeah, it's blue. Well, on iPhone at least. I don't know about.
I believe you. I just kind of want to see it. I hope you're right.
I just looked up jelly.
I'll be damned. There's a jellyfish emoji. All right, everybody. It is very easy. Head on over, click the like button, and put a jellyfish emoji. There, first one's already there, Jake. There you go. You did it. See? Look at you. Stepping up. Stepping up. So there you go. You're going to click the like button, put the jellyfish emoji in the comment section, and Lauren will randomly select someone at the end of the show. We'll make you a finalist as well for this amazing contest. Also, 8 o'clock hour, free advice Friday, 9 o'clock hour on 9:15. Maddie Zurakowski from the Hall of Fame Village is going to be joining us like she does every Friday. But first, kicking things off here in the 7 o'clock hour this morning, new music for you. Ed Sheeran is back. He has a brand new single. It's called Azazam, and we have it for you right here. New music, always for you on Q92. Here's some new Ed Sheeran. Happening. I'll be getting one of those shortly. So much for bedtime, sexy time.
Well, you can get it on and then put your CPAP on.
You could. My sleep was disrupted 132 times during the night. Still waiting on my CPAP. I can't wait to be able to sleep through the night and hopefully not fall asleep during the day. That may be something I deal with.
You think?
Especially at work. In meetings.
You guys, he takes them. They're like micro naps. I've never known anybody who can do what he does. Really, truly.
I've made fun of at home all the time by Jamie and not daughter. They'll be like, I could walk by you in the living room. You're asleep.
Yeah.
Sitting up. They're like, I can go to the kitchen, get a glass of water, come back. You're awake and doing something. She's like, in like the time it took me to just go get a cup and come back in the room, you're awake, alert, and doing something.
That is true.
She's like, it makes no sense. She's like,
You guys, he can completely fall asleep during a meeting, and then when it's his turn, he'll be like, and he'll act like nothing was actually happening just before then. Like, he'll literally have he's very clever. He pulls his hat down in the front a little bit, and he like acts like he's looking down at like his paper or his phone. And he'll be like, Christian, what do you got? And he'll be like, and I swear to you, he's sleeping. You can kind of tell by the way he breathes, like by the way his shoulders rise and fall, if it's asleep. Breathe, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but when it's time.
Yeah, he'll be like, and in sports. And we'll be like, what?
Here's the games we're doing tonight. Here's
He
what we have
literally
there.
just woke up.
I'm like, yep, all right. I know the routine. Everyone knows the routine of our meeting. They want to work at the zoo.
Why?
I don't know. It always seemed like that whenever you'd ask them, what are you doing? They would always be like, I'm going to be a dental assistant. That was, I felt like, the number one thing if you talk to a erotic dancer that they wanted to do.
Okay, can we talk about the amount of times that you have frequented the
Listen, I would do it
gentlemen's club and have had life conversations with your stripper?
More than once.
Okay.
Don't forget, I was the guy trying to avoid spending money.
Oh, you were like the friend.
I would tell, it was so easy to sit and enjoy an evening in a strip club. And I've said this before. If you've listened over the years, you know this. I've said this before. All you have to do, the first one that comes up to you, when she's like, oh, how's your day going tonight? You're like, oh, yeah, it's going. I'm broke. As soon as you say that, you can drink all night and no one bothers you. That spreads
perfect.
like herpes. She goes to the rest of the girls.
Don't
He's
go.
broke. He's broke. Don't waste your time, girls. And now you can have a Bud Light and just sit and enjoy some Motley Crue. I'm telling you.
It's good to know.
It works.
For my next trip to the
Never
strip
make
club.
eye contact. That's the same as when you're walking by the kiosk at the mall with the lotion people.
Oh my gosh.
Don't do that. And then also when you hear the strip club, we've done this before. I realize it. It's a rerun. When you hear the DJ say, all dancers backstage, go outside, pretend you're smoking, go to the bathroom, hang out for 10 minutes. They're coming around for that 2-for-1 special. And they come right up to you, whether you want them to or not. So
why wouldn't you want them to?
That's when you go to the bathroom.
If you
don't want to
strip
spend
club,
money,
okay.
maybe you went with your buddies because all your buddies wanted to go and you weren't feeling it that night.
So isn't it still like telling people out standing outside of doors collecting money and stuff? No,
They
isn't
don't
it the same thing?
They don't normally come outside. It's not like they like come up and down the street.
I'm saying when you pass somebody and they're like, "Would you like to make a donut?" You're like, "No," and it's so easy for you to do. It's harder for you to tell a stripper no that you don't want the 2-for-1.
It is.
Oh, come on!
It's
Christian.
always tougher when Def Leppard's playing in the background. $7:20 right here on today's Hit Music Q92. We are 10 minutes away from a look at sports. And also later on this hour, we are getting another finalist for those tickets to see Post Malone and Jelly Roll at PNC Park in Pittsburgh, Thursday, May 29th, along with a hotel stay in Pittsburgh. How great is that? You've got a chance to become a finalist this hour, next hour, and on the live video stream, just head on over. Click the like button in the comments section. Leave that jellyfish emoji. If you do that, you have a chance, and Lauren will pick someone randomly at the end of the show. Not to forget to mention, at 9:15 this morning, Maddie Zurakowski from the Hall of Fame Village. She'll be joining us, as always, in a Free Advice Friday. A little bit more than an hour and a half away as well. So whatever you need advice on, Q92's got you here this morning. Some text real quick. Mustache Master checking in. The weekend is almost here. It is almost here. Good morning, Netflix Binge Girl is here. Netflix Binge Girl, glad you are with us on this Friday morning. Your weekend is here. You made it. You did it. This weekend is just waiting on you to finish this day of work. So glad to have you guys with us, whether you are listening on the radio, whether you are following us on our website and listening at Q92radio.com, where you can stream us 24/7, or if you are watching on the live video screen, go ahead and say hello. Good morning to all of you. Lauren now with us here. Good morning. Lauren's here.
I'm here.
Jake's here.
Yes.
Ticklish Tom is here.
No.
No?
No.
I see Ticklish Tom on the street.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
I think it's a great
It
name.
was Steve yesterday.
I think it's a great name. Anyway, Lauren, did you see your son off well?
I did.
How'd that go?
It was fun.
Did you wave till the bus was out of view?
No.
Really?
I didn't stay till the bus left. If I did, I still wouldn't be here.
What?
I know. It's really hard for me not to, but he's already texted me they're on the road.
Gosh. You know, back in the day, for real, and Malone did a joke about it, but it is true. In the old days, like, for something to do, you would go out and see off ships and just wave at people as they left on a ship.
Oh, I think that would be fun. I would do it.
Like, it really was a social thing you would do.
Yeah.
I mean, he was
Let's
making
make
jokes about it, and they're funny. But I mean, you got to think there was not a lot to do. So it'd be like, hey man, want to watch a big ship leave that's going to Europe? Yeah, let me get my hat. Let's go.
Yeah.
You would just wave to them, and they'd wave back. I wonder who quit waving first, the guys on land or the guys in the boat? Like,
Probably the guys in the boat. They
who
were
was
like,
the first one to be like, okay,
right, yeah.
all right,
We're good.
this
That's
was
good.
cute. This was cute. I don't know. When is it weird? You know what I mean? Good morning from Alliance YMCA Childcare. One of them says, thanks for being with us.
Aw, good morning.
Thanks for being with us. Thanks for having us on. Trucker Destiny checking in. I'm awful at checking in. Hope you all have a great day and weekend. Trucker Destiny, thank you for checking in, and be safe out there, won't you, please?
Yeah. Can we talk about a couple things?
That's why we're here. Happy Friday, everyone, from Sam, the Towman. We got about 5 right now.
The jellyfish?
The
Ouch.
jellyfish. Jelly roll, jellyfish.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah. I don't see a problem with it. Hey, Lauren, did you bring donuts? No, she brought McDonald's.
I did. I brought something better. I brought breakfast. See, and that's the thing. I was listening, and Christian, they're making fun of me, Jake and Christian, about my emoji complex, all while I'm getting them breakfast. You're
We
welcome.
make fun of your emoji complex.
We said we'll get yelled at.
And we did.
Yeah, just like Jake predicted.
Well, no, as soon as I heard you say that, I was like, well, they're for sure getting yelled at now.
I'm like, hey, absolutely. Our emojis do not live up to your high standards.
I'm like, it's Friday. We need breakfast.
Biomed girls checking in.
Good morning.
Let me see. Checking in. Soccer and band mom. Every single Saturday is taken for the foreseeable future. Oh, who would not change a thing? Happy Friday. Band mom and soccer. Traveling soccer, because if you're traveling, God bless you.
You're no kidding.
You got to be, because high school soccer season
But you know
in the
what?
fall.
A lot of the travel sports parents that I've talked to or that I've known say that it's totally worth it. They enjoy traveling and going to different cities, and it's expensive. But if you adopt that lifestyle, like, you adopt it. Don't grunt over there.
I did travel volleyball. It was ass.
Well, but you didn't want that lifestyle.
I did not. I mean, I love my not daughter to death. That was hell.
I know. Yeah.
That was hell. Hey, let's get up at 4 every Sunday and let's drive all over the state of Ohio, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia.
Yeah.
Because first volleyball game's at 7. Oh, how long do they go? Till 5 or 6 at night.
Yeah, it's a long time. It's a long day.
Oh, you lost? You're done? Yeah, but you can't leave. You have to ref now. What are you talking about? Oh, I'm sorry. That was hell.
Yeah, that's your
That-
sore spot.
That was hell. When that was over, I prayers of thanks were said. No one's with me on that. None of you people thought it was miserable. Doesn't mean you don't love your kid. That sucked. Just like I'm scared to death when Jimmy gets into sports. He's going to get one of these flag football leagues that plays on Sundays in the fall.
Suck it up.
I don't want to have to miss his games.
Oh, it's funny. That's real
But
cute.
don't schedule him when the Bears are playing.
No.
That's all I can tell his coach. And you know how I feel about people doing things on Sundays in the afternoon anyway. I'm like, this is the most football area you could find in one of the best in the country. You know how diehard Browns fans are?
Yes.
You're going to say, no, missed the game.
Listen, my husband absolutely loves his Cleveland Browns, despite how many times they've disappointed him, how many times we've not been into the playoffs or the Super Bowl. But I can promise you this. He would skip it for something for one of our kids. in a heartbeat.
Yeah, well, he's a good man. He's a good man. I would.
You're like, I'm not doing that.
I would be conflicted. I'd be like, do we need to at 1 o'clock?
Now, we
couldn't play Sunday in the morning.
He would definitely have it on his phone, like to check in on it.
Oh,
Wherever we were
I
at.
will have to have the earbuds in, the game on. I mean, I have the ticket, so I'm able to watch it on my phone. Maybe I'll bring a tablet for a bigger screen. But I cringe thinking about that.
Let me just say this. You're going to be able to watch the Bears until the day you die. You're not going to be able to watch Jimmy do all of those things.
I could have his mom record
forever. It's not the same. He's going to remember Dad standing there at the sideline.
Mad. We recently went on a... I'll get to these texts a little bit because I'm going to keep us on time.
Good on you.
7:27 sports coming up. It's Miley Cyrus. Party in the USA on Q92. Thursday last week, my alternator died on the highway on my way to work. Repaired it over the weekend, $650 later. Yesterday, my ambient light sensor goes out in my car, causing a temp reading of negative 40 degrees. So my car's computer will not allow the AC to turn on.
Oh, my gosh.
Shake my head, and it's 95 out today. Rage room.
That'd make me angry.
Good Lord.
I'd be hangry. Get it? Not hungry and angry. I'd be hot and angry.
That is some car trouble right there.
It really is.
That
I'm
is
sorry.
not fun.
No, it sucks.
I have been coaching my son in every sport for years, and the parents are the worst.
Yeah.
Sit your ass down and STFU. You guys can figure that one out for yourself.
Yes.
If you want to coach, then come coach. That's the way I feel. It's to the point I don't even want to coach anymore. I don't blame you.
I'm telling you, they're having a hard time finding officials and also parent volunteers that will give their time to work with these kids. And because these parents are awful.
Yeah, they don't want to donate their free time
Not only
to
that,
coach, but they want to criticize you and tell you how well they do if they were doing it.
Well, and not only that, do you know how many games, basketball, football, whatever it is, I've sat through where the parents just absolutely harass the officials or the umpires or whatever, and it's like, you come do the job. You try and call the game. Like, come on. Those officials that are out, I don't care. Our kid has always been taught, I don't care whether you agree with the call or not. You had better respect the official. If we catch you not, you won't play. Part of playing is respecting your coaches, the coaching staff, your other players, your officials. Come on.
I think you can, but don't be disrespectful. I think you can argue if you don't think the call is
Listen,
right. But don't be disrespectful.
At that age, though, it's up to the coach to argue. If the coach really thought it was unfair, he should be walking up to the official going, hey, I don't think that was blah, blah, blah. But I have literally seen kids scream at officials how bad they suck. Like, to me, it's disgusting.
I would want to do it.
And I would be, I mean, we've seen it. And I've looked right at my son and been like, if that's ever you, I swear to God, you'll never play organized sports ever again. He's like, no.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it. I wouldn't want to. I'd never ref. I wouldn't even want to coach. I would like to coach, but I wouldn't want to because parents would ruin it.
We had a kid removed from a gym at church screaming at the official like that. And as he's backing out with his mother, who ganked him from the court because she agreed with him, yelling at the ump, he's flicking everybody off as he's backing out of the gym.
Guns a-blazing, huh?
Yes.
Look at that. Heading out.
That was 2 seasons ago. So this is middle school ball.
It's not even school. It's church league?
Yes. This happened at church league. It was awful. I was like, I could not believe my eyes.
CPAP thing. I'll be getting one of those shortly. So much for bedtime, sexy time.
Well, you can get it on and then put your CPAP on.
You could. My sleep was disrupted 132 times during the night. Still waiting on my CPAP. I can't wait to be able to sleep through the night and hopefully not fall asleep during the day. That may be something I deal with.
You think?
Especially at work. In meetings.
You guys, he takes they're like micro naps. I've never known anybody who can do what he does. Really, truly.
I've made fun of at home all the time by Jamie and not daughter. They'll be like, I could walk by you in the living room. You're asleep. Yeah. Sitting up. They're like, I can go to the kitchen, get a glass of water, come back. You're awake and doing something. She's like, in the time it took me to just go get a cup and come back in the room, you're awake, alert, and doing something.
That is true.
She's like, it makes no sense. She's like,
you guys, he can completely fall asleep during a meeting, and then when it's his turn, he'll be like, and he'll act like nothing was actually happening just before then. Like, he'll literally have he's very clever. He pulls his hat down in the front a little bit, and he acts like he's looking down at his paper or his phone. And he'll be like, Christian, what do you got? And he'll be like, and I swear to you, he's sleeping. You can kind of tell by the way he breathes, like by the way his shoulders rise and fall. If it's a sleep breathe, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but when it's time.
Yeah, he'll be like, I did sports. And we'll be like, what?
Here's the games we're doing tonight.
He literally just woke up.
I'm like, yep, all right. I know the routine. Everyone knows the routine of our meeting. $7:33 right here on today's hit music. Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you. Still to come this hour, that cue to call. Got to get another finalist for Post Malone and Jelly Roll at PNC Park in Pittsburgh on Thursday, May 29th. Great seats and a hotel stay in the Berg for the night. How great is that? You hear that cue to call, be caller number 10. Also doing it in the 8 o'clock hour, and you can become a finalist on the stream by heading on over, clicking the like button, and putting the jellyfish emoji in the comments section. Do that, and then hope Lauren picks you at the end of the show, because we randomly select somebody every day at the end of the show and make them a finalist as well. So you can do that for you. A 9:15, Maddie Zurakowski from Hall of Fame Village. 8 o'clock hour, Free Advice Friday. So much going on here at 7:34 on your Friday morning. Text message, did you bring jelly donuts?
No.
When I hear jelly donuts, I think of the movie Full Metal Jacket, and I'll bet you guys don't.
No, I don't.
There is a scene, Private Pile, about a jelly donut that he stole from the mess hall, and it didn't go well.
I see.
You ever see Full Metal Jacket?
No.
Not a kid's movie.
No. I mean, I know that at least, that much.
Yeah, but a good movie.
Okay.
Very good movie. Soccer has spring, fall, and winter competitive leagues. So you get summer off. That's it, huh?
I'll tell you what, these soccer programs, they got it made, man.
Telling you, man.
It's got to be like Cash Cow City. You see all those kids out on the soccer field, they don't know whether they're going towards the right goal or not. Yeah. I mean, they start them early.
Very early. Very early. Good morning. This is Green Turtle Car Girl. I cut my finger last night and had to get a tetanus shot. My arm is so sore. I hope everybody has a better Friday than I'm having.
Yeah, that tetanus shot is serious business. Just keep moving it today. I know it sucks, but power through.
You can do it. We believe in you.
Yeah, it'll loosen up if you keep using it.
That's what I tell people. Good morning, Carrot Cake Guy checking in. I'm just getting back into town. Got to hear the show this morning. I was too busy to even watch the show. I was in Indiana for the storms for electric company.
Oh, well, first of all, what you do for a living is awesome. Everybody appreciates you when they lose their power, so thank you.
Appreciates or is angry with?
Well, it's not his fault they lost power.
It's called a joke. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, listen, a-hole.
That was a bad joke.
I'm with you, says you. I'm with you. Who really makes the joke? I'm with you,
That's
Christian.
True. I'll just laugh.
Travel volleyball sucks, especially when you pay for a hotel, get up at 4 a.m., and your child barely plays. I would argue it doesn't matter if your child plays or not. You're going to get a hotel stay. You got the cost to join these traveling leagues.
It's expensive.
Oh, my God. You got to go get this. Oh, God.
Hotel, airfare in some cases.
In some cases, it is airfare.
Yeah.
Especially for, I think, probably all sports. I know, like travel baseball,
softball. Yeah.
They go Florida. They go.
Yeah. They're all over
South
the place.
Carolina. They go everywhere.
Even some of those adult leagues, because I know a lot of guys that are in the adult leagues, they'll travel to different cities in Florida and South Carolina and things like that to play in tournaments.
By the way, it's like 76 today in South Carolina. We were just looking up random cities that we like, what the weather's going to be like.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah.
We'll be there soon.
Yeah.
It's not that far away.
A little over a month.
Are you before me? For South Carolina. I know you
just
got
for
the
my
camping.
for my nephew's graduation, yeah. It's not I'm not going a whole week. I'm only going to miss a couple days.
Oh, but still.
Yeah.
You get to go to the beach.
Yeah, real quick. Well, actually, probably on my husband's birthday.
You'll get to
We'll
wear
go to the
summer
beach.
clothes.
Oh, yeah. I
Feel
already,
that summer sunshine.
already got that lined up.
That's going to be a fantastic couple day getaway. And a nice tease to your real vacation.
That's true.
A nice little, we'll be back.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of South Carolina. You need to go to Ocean City, though. I think you guys would love one ocean. Maybe not a week, but a long weekend.
Well, I told you. I've always
on the boardwalk.
I wanted to go up that way and then make a little trip to Rehoboth because of the
We
horses.
went there last time we went to.
Yeah.
There's I know it's not Antigua, but there's an island right there at the boardwalk where there was wild horses. You can go.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
It's one of their big things.
I love
And I will say, they keep that beach on Ocean City, Maryland, so clean. Like it's these trucks and stuff come out at night. And but I mean, it is.
And they clean up the holes. Like, dude, they do that in
Everything.
South Carolina too. At
Everything.
Surfside, they make sure it's all filled in so nobody night walking has a daisy.
I get anxiety when I see people like playing in the ocean at night when all the lifeguards are gone.
100%.
And it's
Same
dark.
thing. Me too.
I
I want to
do.
be like, get out of the water.
I'm like, no one would see you. No one would see you. You think I know what a riptide looks like? I don't.
This is the epitome of at your own risk.
I don't know what you think I'm going to do if you fall in other than yell. Swim this
I'm
way.
not coming to get you.
I have no boat. I would. I watch me. I'm like,
I know.
Stop.
I hate it. I don't even like it when
Ankle
like little
deep.
kids.
You can go ankle deep.
Yeah, but little kids playing on the edge, even like at night when it's that
Ugh.
dark, I'm so worried that a big wave's going to come and just.
I get all these scenarios in my head.
Me too.
Like, oh God, here comes an aquatic monster that no one's ever seen before. We did travel baseball with our boys, and we loved it. Met many people throughout the years. Wouldn't change a thing.
See, lifelong friendships.
Our flag football league let us vote, and there's always more football people than church people. So we win, and games are in the morning. Nice. See, I'm totally fine with
There's
that.
more football people than church people.
Listen. College volleyball alum here. 8th grade through senior year, I played Friday through Sunday volleyball tournaments all across the country. I missed my high school prom to play in Minnesota. Now that I'm done, I feel so bad for my parents. Hoping my kids don't take sports too seriously. I will be poor. I'm sure your parents appreciate you have perspective now, though. Maybe throw them a couple bucks. Good morning, Q92. I know this is only high school football, but for my daughter's senior year, we missed going to 2 games. Man, I miss those days. Yeah, I wouldn't miss any high school games. They're on Friday nights. Jelly donuts are gross. I'm not a fan.
It depends. It depends on the jelly. I like a good raspberry.
Yeah.
Weird.
I only like cream sticks. What are those? Are those the Boston cream pies?
No, that's just a cream stick.
Oh, it's just called a cream. I don't know.
Boston cream pie has the.
But like at Dunkin',
like
it's got a name. It's got a weird name at Dunkin'.
Oh, they're Long Johns.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, Long Johns are the Dunkin' version of the cream stick, and then they have Boston cream, but that's the pudding, the vanilla
Oh,
pudding.
I like that too.
Yeah.
Those 2 with chocolate icing. And do not trick me with your stupid maple icing. I will be offended. There's nothing worse. Good morning. Life sucks. Oh. I think he's doing Full Metal Jacket.
Oh.
My son's travel ball league will be in South Carolina and Tennessee this year for our travels. Tennessee. White Van Guy checking in. We're going to Fort Myers for a weekend in June for my brother's wedding. Then 2 weeks later, going to Myrtle for the family vacation. I'm so ready to have a great day, guys. So you get a little teaser too. Nice. Swimming is such an expensive sport. We just returned from a swim meet in Orlando. Competitive suits cost between $600 and $700 and are only good for a handful of wears. What happened? Do they disintegrate?
Yeah, they like those underwear that disintegrate
Yeah,
in
what-
the ocean. Or those
My
trunks.
kid would be wearing that in his 20s if I spent that much for a swimsuit. Damn, just for a suit. That's not travel, gas, hotel, airfare.
Yeah.
Whereabouts in Surfside do you stay? Give the exact address.
We always say no. We always stay on South Seaside Drive. It's oceanfront. It's if you know where Scotty's Beach Bar is, it's close to that in the Surfside Pier.
There you go. Oh my God, that's great, Christian. LOL, and that's why I don't eat jelly donuts. Another Full Metal Jacket. A jelly donut. Whole platoon got punished for one guy. He made that guy eat the jelly donut while everyone else had to do push-ups.
And then they all
He had
hated
to, he had
him.
to sit there and eat the. Oh, they got even.
I think I've seen this.
It was a
Actually,
rough
now that you
scene.
say that, yeah.
Yeah, and then it ended terribly for everyone. It was but good movie nonetheless. My boys and I are headed to Lexington, Concord, Boston, Salem for the 250th anniversary of the start of the Revolutionary War and Paul Revere's ride. Getting excited. That is awesome because I'm a history buff.
Yeah, that would be fun. That's
Wouldn't
going to
it?
be a really good trip.
Paul Revere. Who'd have thought that like him just riding around yelling the British are coming would be something that people would know in 2025? Know him
Oh, yeah.
and know that phrase. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's
All
cool.
he did was his job. He ran through. He
has
rode the
no
house
idea.
through the town.
Right.
He just thought he was doing. Oh, British are coming! Yo! I don't know if he said yo, but the British are coming. The British are, and like that. Not only is he known for that forever in this country,
Yeah.
but we know we know that forever. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I think that's incredible. I've said a lot of things. No one's going to remember them.
That's probably true.
Absolutely, it's true. Thought we seen a dead body on the beach from the hotel. Went down to check. It was a sea turtle.
Oh, well, that was a little serendipitous there.
What a letdown.
Oh, I think that's a body. Let's go check.
I thought that was a corpse. Damn it. Sea life at the ocean? It's Teddy Swims, The Door, Q92. If heaven's really just space. And we all go to like, you know what I mean? Because some people think we were sent here from another planet, another universe.
Yeah, but I've never been like, I came from outer space.
No, because that's not as glamorous as saying I was sent here by the Lord, whichever God you pray to. It's fine.
Right.
You know, I don't think about stuff like, what if we really are? What if this is a simulation?
I don't know. I've never really
What
thought
if
about
we
it
are
like that before.
Sims?
I don't think it's that.
Is it that much crazier to think that than think that a man made us
What do you think this
from
is
the
like?
clouds?
So, in essence, you think this is like a much bigger version of the Truman Show?
Vastly, yeah. I don't know. These things I don't know. I can't. The problem is none of us can really answer any of these questions until we die.
Right.
Like there's no one can come back to give us the answers. Like, yeah, no, it's this, or no, it's just this.
But there have been all those people that have had near-death experiences that say they see the Lord. You don't believe them?
They say that.
You don't believe them?
I'd like to speak personally to someone who's like, yeah, I saw this. You know what I mean? This is what I saw.
Yeah.
It's clouds. Everyone gets wings. Everyone's chilling. Everyone's groovy.
And Christian, that buffet doesn't exist.
My heaven, that would be my heaven. Just an endless buffet of all the foods I like. I don't know. It's just I think about weird things like that.
Yeah.
Where do we really come from?
Well, because
How did humans really
I do doubt the
begin
buffet.
to exist on this earth?
I know.
These are wormholes I go down.
I know.
Or rabbit holes, not wormholes, but wormholes
Well,
in
it's
space.
because you're thinking about space.
Yeah. I mean, how did this planet begin creating life and living things?
Are you kidding me right now?
What?
You know how this world began.
We know what we were told. None of us were here.
But life has to come from something.
Yeah, yeah. You need carbon. You need well, for us, for life, for oxygen. You need oxygen. But how did it start? Did it really start with two people and an apple?
I mean,
you believe that?
I do.
2 people just showed up?
No, I believe that God made man and God made woman.
Just made one.
Yeah, and he put them together so that they would populate the earth.
Then wouldn't there be a little bit of...
What do you believe in dinosaurs?
Oh, yeah, I believe in dinosaurs.
You believe that we can.
Oh, for Jelly Roll, Q92. That's a cue to call if I ever did hear one. Girl's fantastic. Talent to the extreme. 2 tickets to see Post Malone and Jelly Roll at PNC Park in Pittsburgh on Thursday, May 29th. Great seats also comes with an overnight hotel stay in Pittsburgh. We give it away next week. Become a finalist right now. 330-450-9292. Caller 10. Good luck.
Hey.
Thursday last week, my alternator died on the highway on my way to work. Repaired it over the weekend, $650 later. Yesterday, my ambient light sensor goes out in my car, causing a temp reading of negative 40 degrees. So my car's computer will not allow the AC to turn on.
Oh, my
Shake
gosh.
my head, and it's 95 out today. Rage room.
That'd make me angry.
Good Lord.
I'd be hangry. Get it? Not hungry and angry. I'd be
Boy,
hot and angry.
That is some car trouble right there.
It really is.
That
I'm
is
sorry.
not fun.
No, it sucks.
I have been coaching my son in every sport for years, and the parents are the worst.
Yeah.
Sit your ass down and STFU. You guys can figure that one out for yourself.
Yes.
If you want to coach, then come coach. That's the way I feel. It's to
Yes.
the point I don't even want to coach anymore. I don't blame you.
I'm telling you, they're having a hard time finding officials and also parent volunteers that will give their time to work with these kids. And because these parents are awful.
Yeah, they don't want to donate their free time
Not only
to
that,
coach, but they want to criticize you and tell you how well they do if they were doing it.
well, and not only that, do you know how many games, basketball, football, whatever it is, I've sat through where the parents just absolutely harass the officials or the umpires or whatever, and it's like, you come do the job. You try and call the game. Like, come on. Those officials that are out, I don't care. Our kid has always been taught, I don't care whether you agree with the call or not. You had better respect the official. If we catch you not, you won't play. Part of playing is respecting your coaches, the coaching staff, your other players, your officials. Come on.
I think you can, but don't be disrespectful. I think you can argue if you don't think the call is
Listen,
right. But don't be
At
disrespectful.
that age, though, it's up to the coach to argue. If the coach really thought it was unfair, he should be walking up to the official going, hey, I really don't think that was blah, blah, blah. But I have literally seen kids scream at officials how bad they suck. Like, to me, it's disgusting.
I would want to do it.
And I would be, I mean, we've seen it. And I've looked right at my son and been like, if that's ever you, I swear to God, you'll never play organized sports ever again. He's like, no.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it. I wouldn't want to. I'd never ref. I wouldn't even want to coach. I would like to coach, but I wouldn't want to because parents would ruin it.
We had a kid removed from a gym at church screaming at the official like that. And as he's backing out with his mother, who ganked him from the court because she agreed with him, yelling at the ump, he's flicking everybody off as he's backing out of the gym.
Guns a-blazing, huh?
Yes.
Look at that. Heading out.
That was 2 seasons ago. So this is middle school ball.
It's not even school. It's church league?
Yes. This happened at church league. It was awful. I was like, I could not believe my eyes.
Delroy, Ohio.
All right, Ryan, you're call number 10. You're officially a finalist.
Right on.
Congratulations. You're now in the running. You could be headed to see Post Malone and Jelly Roll at PNC Park in Pittsburgh on Thursday, May 29th. Tell everybody your favorite station, hooking you up, making you a finalist.
Q92.
There we go. We got 2 finalists, but we still got 2 more to get. Congratulations, Jess from New Philly and Ryan from Delroy. There are 2 finalists this morning. Q to Call is going to fire up again in the 8 o'clock hour, and we're going to get one on the live video stream on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Go there right now. Click the like button. Put the jellyfish emoji in the comment section. Lauren's going to randomly select one of you at the end of the show. Speaking of, don't forget, come up to the 8 o'clock hour. Free Advice Friday. We are here for you. We are your counselors. We are your shrinks. We are your confidants. And we are here to help you. Anything you might need advice on. Anything in life, big or small. We're here for you.
We are.
You should hear the business brainstorming we do during the songs on this station.
Oh, you guys.
The things we could open. The businesses we could start.
You and Jake.
Yeah, a great idea. I mean, it's not for air, but it's a great.
No, it's not for air at all.
Great business. Let's fly through some text while we just have a couple minutes left, literally 2. Please keep me honest. My son's about to start travel hockey. I feel like it's going to be a good time to sell some organs to afford it. That's funny. Hi, guys. Will you shout out to Carson? He's a huge fan of you guys heading to school. Carson, good morning, my friend. Glad you are with us. Good morning, guys. Love listening to you guys, and I like the Boston cream as well. It's good. It's a great donut. I as long as it has chocolate icing, believe it or not, I'm not a huge donut guy.
I know that about you.
Like, I'm not someone that craves donuts, is going to go get donuts. Right. If they're here,
you might, if one looks good, you might give it a whirl, but you'd rather have a breakfast sandwich.
I would rather, I've never turned to you guys like, man, let's go get some donuts.
Right.
I'm like, who wants a McGriddle or a McMuffin? Who wants a Baconator? Are we LARPing this summer? LOL. I don't know. I'd love to.
Yeah. I would really love to have that festival that we were talking, the duel on the lawn.
I'm a little hurt that the LARPing community hasn't reached out to us when we've given them so much love.
We have.
And so part of me is a little hurt, and I don't know if maybe you feel we're being facetious.
We're not, though.
No.
Not at all.
It's good. We'll write that down. Facetious, Jake. Write that down.
Facetious.
But I'll spell it for you after.
It's with an F. Well, boy, if it was a spelling bee. Do you think they play Paul Revere by Beastie Boys at the reenactments?
I don't know, but they should.
If they're not, they're missing a great marketing campaign. They should be there every year. How do you get a 5-year-old to sleep in his own bed? NyQuil.
No, Christian.
What?
That's not a terrible idea.
Yeah, let's Google all the deaths from NyQuil.
Listen, it's gonna suck, and you're gonna have to keep putting them back into bed. But that's honestly the answer. You have to get them to understand that being brave and being big boy, mommy and daddy need their own space. Everybody sleeps better when they have enough room to sleep.
Yeah. If you want a little brother or sister, you got to sleep in your own room, buddy.
Yeah. You want some siblings?
Yeah.
Get in bed.
Yours. Let me see. You know what? I'm not reading that text, and you need to grow up.
What?
And the answer is yes. Post Malone, Doja Cat, I like you. It's Q90. Someone said, where would you hide a body, Christian? Have you ever considered it? I have thought about it. I don't think you can hide it. I think you gotta dispose of it in all ways, including the teeth. You leave one incisor and you're done. You know what I mean?
Why have you thought about it?
Because what if you had to hide a body?
Why would you hide a body?
I don't know, but what if I did? If you get hung up on the why.
In what situation would you have to do that?
I don't know. I have no idea what life has in store.
You're telling me you've never watched a murder mystery or something? You're like, they're doing that all wrong.
No, I've never been you're doing it. Sometimes I'm like, you're dumb. That was dumb.
Yeah, and you're telling me you don't have a better idea.
Not usually.
I mean, burying a body, I think, is dumb. It takes, A, you usually don't bury it deep enough. B, it takes one sniffing dog and you're done. They dig, they find body, you're done. You know what I mean? Throw in a dumpster, stupid idea. Easily found. In the woods, easily found. We have drones now, sniffing dogs, easily found.
Can we circle back as to why you would have to hide a body?
I don't know, but I can't worry about the why. I need to worry about the how. How do I hide the body? Not the why. You're hung up on the why. Now the cops have showed up. You're arrested.
Why are we talking about this after I told you about my door-to-door solicitor?
Because somebody texted in. How would you hide a body? Free advice Friday.
Are you from Alaska or South Carolina?
Yeah. Do
Person
you
that
need
just
solar
texted
panels
in.
you'd like to sell us? Yeah, wrap them in a solar panel and put them on a roof. That's what you do with the body. So, have I thought? Do I have a plan? I don't
They
have
were
a sure
very
plan.
nice people. I'm sure they're not.
Most murderers are. I don't have an exact plan, but I have thought about it. Jake, you thought about it?
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. More like I was gonna. I mean, again, I don't have a plan, but dispose.
You can't bury, right?
Yeah, don't bury. Don't throw it in a lake.
No.
No.
We're gonna find that.
Yeah, I don't know
all
how.
it takes is one hair from your body to be on there,
but
one fingerprint.
You gotta get rid of it.
You gotta everything to dust. To dust.
Cremate.
Yeah, if you can, but then you gotta. I don't know. Do you double? Is it like do you double bake the oven? I don't know. Like, what do you do? Like with the body? Like, you know what I mean? Because you burn it, you're not gonna burn the teeth on all that. Not all that stuff burns.
I'm not as worried about opening my front door to people that I don't know as I am coming in here before dark in an empty station with the two of you.
I'm just saying. I've thought about it. Q92 is on everything, and soon Lauren will be on a milk carton. Oh, yeah.
I hope not.
Yeah. So,
Hey, if they come to your door, they're just trying to sell. They're just trying to make a living. That's why I'm nice to telemarketers, too.
they're trying to take a living.
No, they're trying. Telemarketers, they're just trying to bust their hump to earn a paycheck.
I don't even have time to go back, and I can't mentally go back and relive that story. It's awful.
Yeah. Now that
And
I
you
look back on
know
it,
you were wrong. And that's the thing.
I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight.
Well, that's up to if they decide to pounce or not. You have to wait and see when they come to attack. I would make sure doors are locked. I would make sure the cameras are on.
They always are.
This is where, if you were like me and had ninja training, you'd be better equipped to defend yourself and your home. Do you have any throwing stars?
Fresh out.
Nunchucks?
Last time somebody broke in and I had to use it, it got stuck in the wall and I couldn't get it out.
Wedge. Do you have any nunchucks? A bow staff?
We might have one of the Ninja Turtles
Yeah.
nunchucks.
Do you have any swords?
We do have a sword.
There you go. Sleep with a sword.
What if I roll on it or something?
Well, I didn't say on your stomach. I just put it next to your bed.
I do keep a baseball bat under the bed.
There you go. That could help a little bit.
Put a sock on the end.
Yeah.
So if they grab it from you, they grab the sock and not the bat.
Not the butt.
Same difference.
No.
Yeah, it'll be harder for them to take the bat out of your hand. Yeah.
Thanks, Jake.
Yep.
Or you could
Sage
duct
advice.
tape the bat to your wrist.
So they could rip my arm off when they try and grab the bat.
If someone has the physical strength to rip an arm off a body, then the bat wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Touche.
Yeah. You know who does that? The Incredible Hulk. That's who does that. Not Ben from Dover who's trying to rob you. It would be incredible if he could do that. Just saying.
Ben would be really
Tape
strong.
Tape it to your so he can't take it out of your hand.
Okay. No, I like the sock idea. I never thought about that.
Yeah, people do that. I didn't come up with that. That's the thing.
Yeah, socks are real helpful.
In what circles are you chatting about this that you know other people do
I
this?
seen reels about it.
Oh, okay.
See? He knows how to get rid of bodies and how to protect your bat.
And he really doesn't like
You
that
can't.
there's a 4-point GPA.
Jake, have you thought about selling solar panels? Yeah. Well, we have a couple minutes. We only have a couple minutes. I say that in hopes that one of the three of us knows that. Coming up in like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Lauren's put our whole station in danger.
Oh my gosh. Christian.
Lauren has went to pee, as she does a lot.
I do. I drink a lot of water and a lot of coffee.
And she said as she sat down to pee, she looked. There was a very big, you said very large,
It's like this big.
wolf spider was staring right at you.
Yeah,
all eight of its eyes.
He took me by surprise a little bit. So I did a little, like audible.
And somehow you just peed, left it.
Well, I had to get back in here, Christian.
When
so
you
weren't
know.
like, this happens all the time. And Jake's showing an empty screen because I'm not at my mic.
Well, that does happen a lot.
I didn't want it to happen again. So I was like, well, he can wait.
So if you were killing a spider, I would never, ever come at you for that. I would commend you, actually, for killing a spider. So we get huge wolf spiders at this station.
We do.
They are like on steroids.
Well,
I don't know how to explain them to you. Like, they are
They're huge.
some
I'll
of
take
the
a picture
biggest spiders you'll see.
of it. Actually, when I take Jake with me, because I don't want to step on it with my new Nikes.
So she left it the first one. I go, you left it. She's like, yeah. I'm like, that's great.
I said I would go back and
I
get
don't
it.
know why, because there's many rooms in this building. Every one of them comes here to
Oh,
this
that is
studio.
not true. Then
We're-
why?
$8:04. Wait no more. The Q92 Morning Show is back on a Friday. God, I love saying that. Good morning, everybody. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you, and we hope you're having a great start to your day. 330-450-9292 is your phone number. The text line, 330-269-9292. Live on your radio, streaming us at our website, Q92radio.com, where you can listen to this station 24/7 and live video on Q92's Facebook, YouTube, and X pages. And the live video brought to you this hour by our friends at Kimball. Kimball is hiring. Go to kimballcompanies.com/careers today to apply. And don't forget this hour again, the cue to call for Post Malone and Jelly Roll in Pittsburgh with the hotel staff. When you hear it, be caller number 10. Also, do not forget, if you're just joining us, listen up. We're also getting a finalist at the end of the show on the live video stream. In order for you to have a chance to be chosen, go over to the live video feed right now. Does not matter if it's Facebook, YouTube, or X. It's all the same. Go there, click the like button on the live video feed, and in the comments section, put the jellyfish emoji. If you do that, you're going to have a chance, because at the end of the show, Lauren's going to randomly select one of you and make you a finalist. We have that for you. Coming up 9:15 as well, Maddie Zurakowski from the Hall of Fame Village. But it's Friday. It's the 8 o'clock hour. That means we're going to be doing Free Advice Friday every single Friday from 8 to 9. Lauren, Jake, and myself, and you, the listeners, help each other out. You guys text in or call in or leave a comment on Facebook, YouTube, or X about something you could use advice on. It could be about a relationship, about a family member. It could be about a career. It could be about a hobby. It could be, like I always say, as simple as what should I get for lunch?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. We have really deep ones and we have little small ones, but either one, it's how you use it. Your free advice. It's not the size. So send it in.
Whatever you tell yourself.
Let us know. There's only certain people that say that, by the way, and I'm one of them. Good morning. Grower, not a shower. Good morning. Late start, but it's Friday. Hot shot, Mark. Patoo.
Oh, good morning, Mark.
Let me see. We could have the At the Lamp Fest brought to you by NyQuil. Oh, LARP Fest.
Yeah, LARP.
That'd be great. I've always wanted to do something that's sponsored by Barbasol.
Why?
I don't know. I just always thought it'd be
Is
cool.
that the shaving cream?
Yeah. Barbasol. I don't know. Someone just texted in Velcro jammies.
Oh, how to keep the kid in bed.
Oh, yeah, that could work. Velcro
Yeah.
jammies could work. Yeah, that's true. Rope. I mean, there's other ways to do it. But it's tough. It's tough. Some kids, they have that connection, that bond. And I believe they all grow out of it. Eventually, they want their own room. They want to play in their own room. They want to have their toys. They want to lay in their bed. You know what I mean?
Most of the time, but I do
Yeah.
know a few people who have let their kids probably sleep in their bed way longer than
Till
they should have.
20. Yeah. So I get it. So Free Advice Friday is here. So whatever you need help with, like I said, Lauren, Jake, and I, and the listeners chime in too. Are we experts? No. But you know what? We have opinions on everything. And at the same time, sometimes just getting advice from people that don't necessarily know you to show you bias one way or the other can be very helpful.
Yeah.
Because we don't know you to judge you in any way or to tell you what you want to hear, because we don't know you any. So take advantage like people do every week with Free Advice Friday. We're going to kick that off here in a little bit, but start sending it in now. It's 8:07. It's Gracie Abrams. That's so true on Q.
Anything?
She gave me a little teddy bear and then a tea strainer to make like tea, because I like to make like a loose leaf tea.
Oh, nice. Okay, so like the ball. Like,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's awesome. And I didn't know that about you. Now that I do, I got some thoughts. Okay.
Loose leaf tea?
Yeah.
Oh, loose leaf
What
tea
is
is
that?
amazing. It's literally like loose leaf tea leaves, like that you put in this little like.
It's tea without the tea bags, and it's more
Right.
like thicker leaves.
Yeah. If you were to cut open a tea bag, it would be what's inside that tea bag, only not as
Ground
finely.
up.
Yeah, not as finely ground up.
Okay. I didn't know you were a tea guy. I never see you with tea in the morning.
I don't drink it in the morning, but
You like a little Earl Grey, little
I don't know.
breakfast tea.
No, I prefer green tea. I had that once and wasn't a fan.
You need to try. They have a loose leaf tea. It's called Sleepy Time. It's like a
Oh, yeah.
light mint, whatever. You're supposed to have it right before bed. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
I don't like tea.
At all?
No.
Like a not iced tea or sweet tea? Or,
No. Tastes terrible.
why am I not surprised?
Tastes like someone just screwed up water. I don't know how to explain it. I don't just
It's so
like
dumb.
who destroyed this water? Like, you know what I mean? Why haven't we filtered? Put it in the Brita. What's wrong with it?
It sweetens. It's
No.
so sweet.
The taste, there's always an aftertaste with tea.
No.
Always an aftertaste. It's just
Will you drink flavored tea like peach tea or
No.
raspberry tea? Oh my.
no.
I love iced tea.
If it has tea,
Sweet tea is
it's
my
not
favorite.
for
Me
me.
too.
I'd have been at the Boston
If
Tea
it has
Party.
what? It's not for me.
Tea.
If it has tea,
If
it's
it's
not
tea,
for
it's
me.
not for me. If I was at the Boston Tea Party, I wouldn't have been throwing it over taxation. It would have been just because I hate tea.
Oh, I see. You've been like, forget the money.
Yeah.
Get rid of this crap.
Tell the king to go to hell. And yeah, tell him no more of this stupid tea either. Tastes stupid. I've never been a tea fan. Can't do sweetened, can't do unsweetened. It's very gross.
Have you ever had a hot tea with honey and
No.
lemon? And
If I have a problem with my throat, I go with hot cocoa.
yeah, but that makes you phlegmy because it's chocolate.
Wives' tale. Can't prove that. There's no science. behind
Meanwhile,
it.
he's over there.
I still have a cough from that damn cold.
Yeah, I know. My
I still
daughter
have
still has a
drainage.
cough. My daughter's going on 3 weeks with the cough. Mine's starting to go away.
I feel like there's like a drainage coat on the back of my throat. No matter what I do, I can't cough, hack it out, but I
Someone-
feel it.
I read online.
I'm putting us all to the test right now. I had us all send lyrics to our significant others from the wonderful song by Lone Star. Of course, I'm sure you all know it. Wow, I can't spell.
Every
put it-
time
I put in Lone Stat.
Yeah.
Nothing came up. I just want to see if we get back.
Oh, I've got bubbles.
Oh, he's typing right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got to know. I was obsessed with this song when it first came
What
out.
stinks is Jamie just started work, so she might be too into work to look at her phone.
Why are you texting me something?
It's a great response. It's a great response. I respect that response.
I just hit the laughing.
What sucks is I wish you had sent it earlier. She's probably knee deep in work right now and can't look at her phone to placate my child-like behavior. Jake, you sent it off to Star?
Yeah, she said, "Oh, lovey."
Oh, she didn't know the
see,
song.
she didn't know the
All
song.
right.
Trouble now.
Yeah, how are you in trouble? If
Because she's
anything,
gonna-
That might actually help you
if
out
anything,
later.
you just professed your love.
I know, but if she finds out this is for the show, then
Well,
it's not. It's
wait.
sincere.
Jake, a great phrase I heard once from the great Shannon Sharp. Skip. Two things can be true.
That's true.
You could have done that for the show and still meant every word of it.
Yeah.
She doesn't need to know. But
Doesn't need
it's,
to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's going to think you're a poet. Like you're,
And she didn't know it. So, we just sent that. I have no response yet. Lauren's husband wants to know why she's texting him song lyrics, and Jake said, "Ah, lovey." So we got Jake some points. Tony confused, and I'm being ignored. So, if you'd like, text a significant other of yours those lyrics, and then copy and paste in the text line what they sent back to you. Let's see who figures it out and who doesn't. Just text, "I don't know how you do what you do. I'm so in love with you. It just keeps getting better." And see what you get back.
Speaking of getting better, happy birthday to Marky's wife, Courtney. It's her 30th birthday today.
30th. That's a great birthday. Milestone birthdays are the best
They are.
until you get to 40.
It hasn't been that bad.
No, I haven't. I can. You know what? It's funny. I can honestly say I've enjoyed every decade of my life so far.
Yeah.
I don't have one. I was like, man, the 20s or the 30s sucked. In the middle of my 40s, life is even better now.
Yeah.
I realize everyone doesn't have the same.
Yeah. I mean, my next birthday, actually, I'm thinking I won't even dwell on it that much because it's Memorial Day weekend. There's a lot going on. And on my birthday specifically, I'm doing something I've never done before. So I think it'll be fun.
Ceramic class.
No, you know what I'm doing because you're going to be there too.
Oh, I will be there. Yeah.
Yeah, we just haven't announced it yet.
Yeah.
But next week we'll get into that.
That's
But
right.
I'm just saying, like, it's going to be a
Interpretive
busy
dance.
Yep. I'll give my performance times. So everyone can come.
It's to the music of Enya.
Well, yeah.
Really excited. We're really been working hard.
Yeah.
Oh man. So
There's a little Celine Dion in there. Too.
oh, how could you not? You know what stinks? People think Celine Dion only had one big hit song.
Who thinks that?
What?
Who thinks she only had
I
one?
think some people only think of her as,
Titanic.
Titanic. I'm like, girl, she had
I
a
mean,
catalog.
I think if you were to say to somebody, say one song right away with Celine Dion, most people would go there because it's top of mind. But if you really think about it, she's actually had quite a few.
Yeah.
I mean, I had her album. It's all coming back to me now.
Oh.
When you kiss me like this.
That was
yeah.
Woo! Unbelievable. 8:14 coming up, a forecast from Mark Johnson. Free Advice Friday as well. It's Q92. Now the kid's a lot more active at home. The kid started walking this weekend, but I talked about how I was working in the basement with him last night. Turn around, the kid's trying to spray Windex in his mouth. Luckily, the lock was on, stopped it, and I asked the question. What was when your kid was like 1, 2, or 3, what was your your poop moment? You turn around and you're like, I'd ask you, Jake, but you don't have any kids.
No.
So I don't want to, unless there's a
That
story.
I know of.
Yeah, that I know of. Who knows? That McDonald's days could come back to get you one
Jeez,
day.
Jake. Yeah.
You little stud.
He was out there fertilizing
Yeah.
the world.
He's like,
for
I
the
might have a
children
million
he doesn't know
kids.
about.
Hanging a TV, set the screwdriver down within 5 seconds. Little one snagged it and started stabbing surge protector.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and 5 seconds later, and he's just putting it in
Surge
the outlet.
that's like, yes.
Yeah. Oh my God. Our top shelf liquor got turned into top shelf cleaning products due to our children. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. When my daughter was in first grade, I got a call from school telling me that she had a Skittle stuck in her nose. They couldn't get it out, so when I came to pick her up, I asked her why she would stick a Skittle in her nose. She says, because my friend told me to. P.S. I literally made her blow her nose one time, and it came right out.
The school didn't make.
The school never thought of that?
See, my sister did that with a jelly bean on Easter, but she got it so lodged up in there, like they had to
Tweezer?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They had to lay her down, hold her down, and go up with tweezers to pull it out.
Good Lord. When I was about 3 to 4, my dad left me in his van to run in the house. When he came out, I locked the door and wouldn't let him in. I knocked the van out of gear, and it rolled back and hit the neighbor's car across the street. LOL. Can you imagine her dad?
Oh my!
You come out and see the car rolling backwards
with
and
your kid in it,
and it hits your neighbor's car.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, that's a no poop moment.
Yeah.
Daughter text message. Daughter was a little over a year old and had furniture
polish.
Had furniture, a bottle of furniture polish she grabbed, being in her walker, and put it in her mouth when I looked over and grabbed it from her.
Oh.
Jesus. That's stressing me out. You can't leave anything.
No, and you've
can't.
got to watch. We actually had a friend who's
almost like when I'm cleaning my house, I want him out.
They had younger kids, or older kids, and they had a playroom in the basement, and she would be on them all the time. Like, when you come up from the basement, you've got to close the door because their younger brother was in a locker.
Yeah.
He went down. One of their kids did not shut the door. He went down the steps. Thank God he was okay. But she rushed him to the emergency room. He had a hairline fracture on his collarbone, but he was so lucky that he didn't hurt his head. His head is what she was so worried about.
8:20 right here on today's hit music Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you. 330-450-9292. The phone number, the text line 330-269-9292. Glad you're with us. Thanks for having us on. Someone text, just joining. Are you guys getting finalists for Jelly and Post concert anytime soon? Praying emoji. Well, your prayers have been answered.
Yes, we
Yeah, we already got 2. We're getting 2 more. Q to calls coming up this hour. Listen for it when you hear it. Be caller number 10. And also, if you want to give yourself another chance to become a finalist with the morning show, head on over to the live video feed. It's on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Doesn't matter which one you go to. Click the like button in the comments section. Put the jellyfish emoji. Got to like and put the jellyfish emoji. Got to do both. And just do one.
And if you're tuning in right now, I did not pick the emoji today.
It was picked by Jake. He went with the word jelly roll, jellyfish.
Close enough.
It's working, though.
Yeah,
so many people
I see a lot of jellyfish in those comments.
have put it in there. So don't worry for just joining us. You're still in good shape, but I wouldn't change the channel. I would keep listening because that cue to call could happen anytime. And I would head on over to the live video feed and give yourself another opportunity. Of course, you'll have more today with Nicolina after us and with Ryan at night. So don't worry about that. Good to go. Free Advice Friday, as always, going on. You guys send it in. We try to help you out. Yes?
I actually do have something today I need advice with.
You need advice
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
What is it?
Well, so we talked earlier that I'm going to South Carolina. Part of the reason that I'm going to South Carolina, actually the entire reason, is for my nephew, whom we love very, very much. And
Carlton.
his name is Camden.
Okay.
And he's going into the military. So he is going to be graduating high school, and 5 days later, he will be at Parris Island. He's going to be a Marine. I wanted to get him something that he could take with him so that he knows that we support him fully, that we love him, that we're cheering him on, even though we won't really have a lot of communication with him while he's in boot camp. What could that be? Like, I don't know what they'll let you take to boot camp. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, there's probably some restrictions on what they can bring.
'Cause I figured there might be some other people listening that have had someone, a significant other or a brother, you know what I mean? Like, or a son that has gone into the military. Like, what could that be to just let him know, like, we've got you. We support you, and we will see you as soon as you're out of boot camp.
What about like a scrapbook / picture
That's not a bad idea.
with everyone putting pictures and writing about memories of him and things like that? Like every other page could be like,
Christian, that's a really good idea.
every other page could be like, go get him. We're cheering for you. We can't wait. You can do this. Like, so you have one page of like cool memories, pictures, whatever. Next page is encouragement or like, boom, you got this. And
Yeah.
next page, another like cool moment or memory from school or from the family or a family vacation.
That's actually a really good idea.
Especially when he's homesick, he can go to that.
Right. Well, and he's missing his first summer with us. So it's been tradition. They're originally from Ohio. They moved when he was like 4 or 5 years old to South Carolina. And so every summer he comes up and spends at least a month with us.
Because I got to imagine they'll let him have some type of like literature reading.
I would think, yeah.
Unless
so
you get some huge, I wouldn't get like a.
No. I could even do the one that's like one picture per page.
Almost
Maybe
like a
on the
journal.
back
Yeah.
side, like it would have well wishes and stuff. Yeah.
Pictures, have everyone like memories, things they love about him. And like I said, the next page, like an encouragement page.
Right.
You got this. Because there's going to be
That's
some
a really
days
good idea.
he's going to be physically beat, mentally tired, you know what I mean? And or just homesick. And he can go to that and smile and read memories, pictures.
A lot of people are saying ask the recruiter. 2 people have said it on the live stream on Facebook, Marky and Catherine. I could ask his mom to ask the recruiter because obviously this is South Carolina to Ohio. So, but yeah, I just wanted him to have something to let him know that we support him. His older brother was in the Army. Like, you know what I mean? They're a big service family. And I don't know. I feel like our baby nephew is like flying, you know what I mean? But he's like flying right into the military. And I'm like, I'm terrified. I think he's cool with it, but I don't know.
Well,
yeah, that's
that,
a great idea. Look at you.
Idea. I know, right?
I am like
write that down, Jake.
blown away.
Jake, do you have any ideas?
Oh, I second your idea. I can't top that. I don't know what else. I don't know because I don't know what you're allowed to bring. I don't know what you could even. I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay. Someone on the text line says that won't work. It's not allowed. Maybe a ring at best, possibly a necklace, but unless it's religious, I doubt that too. Dang it. Well, I know that once he's done with boot camp, like then he'll be shipped out. Probably then he'll be able to take more with him. So maybe while he's in boot camp, I could make that scrapbook. Because again, like we don't know where he's going to end up I have a friend whose son was just at Paris Island and then got sent to California, to Palm Springs, because there's another military Marine base out there. But I'm pretty sure he's allowed to do a lot more. Like, there's more freedoms out that way.
Yeah. Yeah, looking up, it looks like you're bringing pretty much nothing.
Dang, that's cold.
I'm on a Reddit.
Come on,
thread.
Marines.
Yeah, I'm on a Reddit thread, and it looks like there's not a lot you're allowed to just show up with.
Dang it.
I mean, to be fair, you're not going on vacation.
I understand that, but I think sometimes get him a tattoo. You know what? I don't know if he would do that or not. I don't know. I would if he wanted one.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Someone said after boot camp you could give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
So that may be something to give him, but I mean, he won't need it as much when he's home.
Yeah.
Or wherever.
I know he's not a baby, but like in my mind, I'm like, isn't he too young for this? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? In my mind, he's just still this little boy, but he's not. He's definitely not.
Well, that was a good idea, but apparently it can't do it.
Yeah, it was.
Sorry,
Way
but
to go, Christian.
hey, listen, it's free.
No, it was a really, really good idea. Seriously.
So there you go. Free Advice Friday is still going on. What do you guys need help with? It's 8:27. We got sports coming up next. Right now, it's the 1975 The Sound on Q. Ask people right now out of nowhere from our prep site. How often should a woman dress sexy for her man?
How long have they been married?
Literally, that's all the question is. There's no like
20 plus years, once a year.
there's no like they didn't do a survey. There's no like data. Just how often? Are you talking about I'm talking to somebody? I'm like, do you mean like to go out, or you mean like at
In the bedroom.
home?
Right.
Listen, I am a typical perverted man, but I don't feel that should be a daily.
It doesn't stay on for but a minute.
I feel like that's an occasional.
Yeah.
You know
now,
what I
I
mean?
get getting all dolled up and going out on a date.
But don't
I
get me
think
wrong.
that's good.
When you come home and your woman is like that, and you had no clue it was coming, it's a very fun thing to
Because see, Tony usually sees me when my makeup's mostly rubbed off, when I didn't put that much on to begin with, because it was really early in the morning. Like, yeah.
Have you ever, for him, like he got home, like been ready to and dressed up in an outfit? Not like I'm not saying like you were Scooby Doo, but you know what I mean. Like
let's go to dinner.
No, like
not since we've
like
had
you
children.
surprised him.
Because that would be weird. They'd be like, "Mommy, what's going on?"
Of course, I meant that maybe the kids were out. It was just you and him.
My kids are never out. No, I'm just kidding. They're always with us.
All right.
No, I mean, maybe like before children.
Yeah,
in the newlywed phase.
Like he had no idea. He came up
first
from work.
couple. We were. It was just us for the first like 2.5 years.
Yeah, there you go. Jake, you ever gone to Stars and all out of nowhere?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Maybe once when we were on vacation.
I feel like once the kids are old enough and they're around, you're like, you can't do that because, like, in your situation, her mom was there. Like, what if her mom came in instead of you? That'd be awkward. I feel like that's the dirty texting.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That can be fun.
Tony and I used to work at the same place, and we would be in some of the same meetings, and I would send really like, I would send text messages just to watch his face.
That's funny. I'm naked under my clothes. Send. Man. And then, should a woman ask her man before she changes the color of her hair?
So, no.
I get asked that by Jamie.
I did change my hair color about a week before our wedding, and Tony was furious. He was like, "You don't even look like you." To be fair, he wasn't wrong. I went to like pretty dark brown.
Before your wedding?
Yeah. And I was like this or lighter before.
No, like, hey, I'm thinking about...
Nope.
Just boom.
He was like, "What did you do?"
You ruined everything.
I think like when you're in like, I think women have a tendency to mess with those kinds of things, like when they're going through something. And I think I was going through like the whole, my God, I'm getting married. I'm moving out. My dad had died a year before and he wasn't going to be there for the wedding. So it was just going to be an all around, like it had been an emotional year.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need to change. Dye my hair. Because every woman has a tendency to do that. And then he was like, "What?" I love you. It looked okay. But he was like, that's not you. Anybody that knows you knows that's not you. And I'm like, I know.
Yep.
So yeah, regrets.
So you do think you should ask your guy before?
I do think you should at least give him a heads up, because I remember how shocked he was when.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if I came home and Jamie all of a sudden had like white hair or like truly blonde hair, I'd be like, what in the blue hell?
Exactly. That's not really a jukebox.
I know, but it was fun. I'll never forget a guy wanted to fight Adam and I at a Buffalo Wild Wings because we kept playing Mambo Number 5 over and over.
Oh my gosh.
He wanted to fight us.
Why
physically.
though? Why were you playing that song? That gets stuck in your head, and that's like, were you being a jerk intentionally?
Were we?
Yeah.
It started out, we were just laughing like two little nerds that weren't cool, that had never seen a boob. And we were just
literally see
hanging
you
out,
guys sitting there.
laughing, doing it, having some beers. And I will admit, once we realized someone was being bothered,
You kept doing
we were
it.
like, well, we're going to do it about 10 times more. To the point where he went out to the patio cussing because he knew it was us. He knew it was us.
Well, because you were giggling.
And he said stuff to us, but not to us, if that makes sense.
Like
He's
out
walking
loud,
he's
you
saying
hear
it out
it.
loud, and he meant it at us. I'm not going to lie. He might have been able to take us both. But God bless him and his girlfriend, they were Steelers fans, so I didn't feel as terrible. And they went outside, and they were on the patio the rest of the night.
Well, they got to escape it.
And I'm not going to tell you it wasn't probably annoying. I'm sure it was. But it still makes me laugh. I still think about that guy.
Mambo
I'm
number
like,
5.
he left the bar.
Yeah.
Just cursing. Like we were in his head, building condos.
Well, that song does get in your head. I mean, you can listen to it once and then.
$8:34 right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Christian, Lauren, and Jake here with you, hanging out on your Friday morning. I need a little advice.
Oh, yeah?
Free advice Friday, since you got to ask. We never get to.
How about it?
How are we supposed to talk about the name of Kesha's tour
I do not know.
without violating the FCC regulations? Because we literally can't say that.
No, we literally can't.
Not to mention her opening act.
Yeah, no, that's not good either.
Never heard of them,
Well,
but I am going to Google them right now.
I'm sure you are. I was like stunned. We have to share it on social media, and I'm like, what? Is it a late April Fool's?
No,
Okay.
no.
Dare I look?
Yeah, you want to. Well, I don't know. There's pictures. There's like different members in these pictures.
I know, but they're not what I thought they were going to be.
No, I thought it was gonna be like about two girls, like twins.
Something like
or
that.
Something like that.
I wasn't expecting like 3 or 4 middle-aged dudes.
But see, in other pictures, there's a girl. I got to do more research on the.
Amy said,
I mean, that's not wrong to say. I can't get in trouble for saying that, even though it is a little suggestive.
it's a little.
Okay.
Amy said, I had a feeling you were going to talk about Kesha. Where's the Kesha King when you need him?
Yeah, Kesha King. How am I supposed to say the name of her? All I can say is she has a tour, and it's coming to Blossom.
And it's got a name
listen,
that
Kesha-
the FCC would frown upon.
Kesha has bangers. She has bangers. She had a run where she was huge. Had some great songs. You still hear them on Q92 today? Are we going to give away tickets to that?
Yeah, probably.
Be careful on that one.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how you're going to say. You're just going to be like, you want to go see
Yeah,
Kesha?
I mean, we don't always name the tours, to be honest with you. We don't always say the name of the tour.
No, but I love saying the big-ass stadium tour.
That you can say.
I can't say this other one.
That you can say. But you're right. You can't necessarily get away with that. But Kesha, look it up for yourself. Kesha's got the tour. She announced it. The story is actually on Q92radio.com, where you can always go and check out. We always put new stories up there for entertainment. But
Well, I said something to my daughter, who's 19. I was like, did you see? And I was scrolling when I was sitting with her yesterday at the doctor's office. And she's like, yeah, I saw. It's real nice. Like, she was shaming me. I was like, I didn't name the tour.
Christian, you can substitute the word breast. You're right. It's the breast out tour.
Can we say the other?
Breasts out.
Can we say this? Just in case we can't.
You can say boobs out tour.
Boobs out.
The only one you can't say is the one she's using.
Correct.
Yeah, no, you can say boobs, breasts. You can't get in trouble for saying those on the. Now, if you were, the thing is with the FCC, you can say the words by themselves.
It depends on what context you put them in.
Yes, if now there's an action involved, or now you've caused a problem. Like,
yeah.
I could say a lot of things. I could say if I'm just talking about it and not an action with it.
Like what?
Like I could say, well, it's 8:38. Is everyone at school?
Yeah, I would say by now.
I'm not. It's not worth it. But the point is that it's how the word is said or used.
You don't have to say the word. Like, mouth it to me or write it down. Like,
Just like I could say the anatomically correct word for wiener.
oh, gotcha.
And that you can't get in trouble for that.
Correct.
Now, if I put an action with that,
Yes.
fired,
Yes.
fined by the FCC. You know what I mean? It's like there's words you could say. It's all in how they're said. Very interesting. Now, for like streaming, or if you're on like YouTube and all that, now you can say the internet is no FCC regulation.
Yeah.
You could say whatever the hell you want. But obviously we are on radio too. So that Kesha tour. I was going to say boobs out tour on the text line, LOL. Is the artist you were talking about the paper cutting instrument sisters? Yes. And that's text of the day right there. I don't give an award out for that, but if I did, you would have won that right there. Yes, the paper cutting instrument sisters are opening up for Kesha in the boobs out tour.
I mean,
that's coming to Blossom.
You would have to know that her team would know that can't be said on public radio. And a lot of times that's who they turn to.
I know, but there's
to support.
Yeah.
You have to get the word out. Do you see what I'm saying?
Absolutely want people to know you're coming.
Great.
To the concert. So yeah, you're gonna use YouTube, you're gonna use radio, you're gonna use some television ads, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You're gonna put it everywhere. You want everyone to come to
not this tour, no.
Well, yeah. You want as many people to be at the boobs out tour as you can.
To see those paper cutting utensil sisters.
Yeah. Well, that's who opens. You got to get there early if you want to see them.
Right.
But yeah, that's interesting. Very interesting. We got new music for you. We played it last hour. Going to play it again right meow. Because Ed Sheeran's got a new single. Actually, coming up in the 9 o'clock hour too, we've got the new Miley Cyrus for you. 80s vibes.
Look at this. We got all kinds of new music this morning.
80s vibes today, and I'm kind of feeling it.
Okay.
This song by Ed Sheeran, Azazam, which is Persian for like my love, my dear. And a lot more instruments for Ed Sheeran on this
Persian?
album. The producer that did this entire album with him is.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, the guy he worked with for this entire album. And he was asking him, because I saw a video he put out where he was asking.
Well, I knew you'd know. That's
yeah,
why
they were looking for like the name of the song or something like that he could say. And he asked him what Persian for my love or whatever. And he told him that name. It's like, because he's good. He was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Boom. And here's the song right now. The new Ed Sheeran. New music here on Q92. It's As Is Am on Q92. Hello, anesthesian, something like that here.
Esthetician,
There you
maybe?
go. When I do Brazilian waxes, I can tell who's a stander. That's why when I wax the back end, I have you spread those cheeks.
What?
I am dying of laughter. It reminds me of the Adam Sandler movie, Big Daddy or something, Little Boy. I wipe my own ass. That was Big Daddy. Oh, that's when they took him away. Oh,
He was so cute, that little boy.
what do people do that can't reach around themselves? Get the power washer out? They should make a power washer for butts.
That's called a bidet.
No, I mean a real power washer. Like
That
where
hurts.
you almost go flying. I am a lady. Sit to wipe with TP and then wet wipe for the final swipe. I'm thinking most of the women just stand because they're jealous. Men stand when we pee. It is a nice little thing. We have little hose.
You guys are really quick.
Yeah. Okay, wait, Jake. Where are the nuts when you wipe your butt? This is bizarre.
In my hand, up to my middle knuckle.
Up to your middle knuckle.
Yeah, like my fingers just up.
I'm glad you sit, but I don't know that I can go with you on down this road, my friend. We might have to part ways. The cupping.
These are the weirdos you have on your team.
Just like hunk. I don't
understand not
Who
doing that
taught you this?
myself. Actually, no, I think my mom might have when I was very little. I don't know though.
Told you to cup?
I feel like I used to stand all the time, but I also stood weird. I would stand and plant my left foot on the ground, my right foot on the toilet seat, and then I would go behind when I stood. But now,
that's called the Shakespeare. Yeah.
That's how I used to
Or the
stand.
Captain Morgan.
And then I just realized it's easier to.
Yeah, that one's just, I don't know, man. I don't know about the
I
cup.
still am like,
And I have yet to have anyone text in, and the text line has exploded.
you used to put a foot on the toilet seat?
Yeah, when I stood, I would face the toilet seat.
I get it.
What?
I get it.
Okay.
I don't know. No one else has said anything about they cup the coin purse
Yeah.
when wiping. You know what I mean? I haven't, nothing about that. But, text line can still come in. And As Is Am right here on today's hit music Q92. I like it a little different, but I like the upbeat.
Yeah, it's catchy.
It
Like,
is.
It's not something you're gonna like sing to. But I think like when you're driving,
You'd speed on the freeway listening to.
yeah, you could do that on a
Yeah.
nice day.
Windows down. Oh, I'm doing 80.
Oh,
Back her down. Not true. I use adaptive cruise, so I don't have to worry about that. You know what I mean? Just set it. You know what's fun to do to mess with people is when you have adaptive cruise and they're trying to pass you, and like you catch right back up with them, and they're like going up and down with their their speed
because they're doing it automatically, and your car's just doing it.
I'm just I'm on 75 in cruise, buddy. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like you pass me, and here I am again. Hi.
We meet again.
There you are. Look how far you got. That always makes me laugh. I love when a guy cuts me off and I see him real fast and I meet him at the stoplight or like at the exit and I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
Hi. Like, look how far you got.
My favorite thing, it will make my day when someone is a jerk and they're tailing me and they take off like a bat out of HE double hockey sticks and they go around you and then the light turns and they get stuck and they got no further. And then it's even better if someone turns on their left turn signal and I blow past them.
Like, yeah, buddy. See you later. Text real quick. Naming your tour or something like that does create a lot of buzz. And every time someone mentions it, like you guys on the air, there's a bunch of people Googling it as we speak. So even if you can't say the words, you're still helping to create buzz and
That's
interest
true.
in it.
That's true. We just can't they can't put like commercials on the air and actually say
No. Come to the Boobs Out Tour. Gotcha. Balloons for the kids. Yeah, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. But again,
free scissors.
Bring your scissors. First 100 people get a pair of scissors. Wow, this is a great.
That would be
tour.
good marketing, though, right?
Yeah, it would be. So I would do it.
Yeah,
that's the voice from the old commercial for monster trucks. Remember that?
I do.
Bigfoot and Gravedigger. Balloons for the kids.
I don't know why I was always enamored by the Micro Machine guy.
Oh, he was real fast.
He was so fast.
We'll sell you the seat, but you'll only need
The
edge.
edge.
Like, it's awesome. And then Bigfoot and Gravedigger broke up.
Yeah,
Bigfoot took the Hot Wheels money.
I know. It was such a sad day.
You don't care. I feel bad for
Not
Bigfoot.
really.
Bigfoot was like the Michael Jordan of monster trucks. Now he's like forgotten
Back
about.
up and think about what you just said.
He was the biggest name, and
I get it.
There was 2 monster trucks you
But
knew.
you're taking a monster truck and comparing it to like this well-fined human athlete.
But it was like the rivalry of the century. If you wear trucker hats,
Okay.
it was a Bigfoot and Gravedigger. All right, they had this rivalry. You're like, oh my God, they're gonna go at it, and I'm gonna be there. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
And now,
But
Bigfoot,
I mean, I do,
went to
but I
Hot
don't.
Wheels. When you go to Monster Jam, there is no Bigfoot. It's Gravedigger and the other guys you don't know. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I feel like the kids that really follow monster trucks know who the other guys are.
His son is a monster truck driver. You know the name of his truck?
Hmm.
Son of a Digger.
That's cute.
Yeah.
That's good.
And my heart was broken when I found out that these guys have different drivers.
So it's not always the same person.
I thought it was the same person. These are things I found
well,
out as
because
my
the
son.
drivers aren't the ones that are like
There's
popular.
arena
It's-
drivers and there's the open stadium drivers.
Right. But
Yeah.
see, that's the thing though. The drivers, no one cares about that. They want to see the truck. The truck is its own personality.
It's true. I enjoyed the rivalry of Greg.
Which is why I feel like you can't possibly compare that with Michael Jordan.
Yeah. That's funny. All right, it's 8:47.
Call now to see Post Malone and Jelly Roll with Q92.
I love her. Great job, Sarah. Now is your chance. Become a finalist to see Post Malone and Jelly Roll at the Big Ass Stadium Tour at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. By the way, great seats, and we're throwing in a hotel stay in Pittsburgh for the night. How awesome is that? We give it away next Thursday. Become a finalist right now. Give us a call, 330-450-9292. Caller 10. Good luck. Hey. Ask you guys cringe things you've done. Trying to impress someone. I don't care if you go from now all the way back to when you were a kid. Said we do ours. I can tell you right now. One thing I remember doing this was middle school, me,
Yeah.
in my kitchen. I believe I played over the phone from my tape player. Bon Jovi, I'll Be There For You for a girl on the phone.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
No! Just thinking about it makes me want to run away.
I get it.
Just thinking about it.
You know what? That was
Makes
sweet,
me-
Christian, though. How old were you?
It had to be junior high.
Okay, so yeah, you were really young. You were a baby still.
No excuse. And that, you know how old I am? I held my house phone up to my tape player.
Well, what other option did you have
In case
then?
you want to know how old I am. It was called a house phone, everyone. You had this
A
phone that was
landline.
a landline. Google that if you want to know how the settlers lived in America. That was probably one of mine that came to mind immediately.
Okay.
I played I'll Be There For You by Bon Jovi on the telephone to a girl I like.
Solid.
What do you think yours is?
So back in high school, the football players would pick somebody every week to wear their jersey.
Ooh.
But like if you wore their jersey, you made them a box. Did you guys have that?
No. We had the cheerleaders made the senior boys like
We did
decorate
that
their
too.
lockers and
Yeah.
get candy. Oh,
Yeah. Well, that's kind of like the box situation. So the box would be like all their favorite stuff. So it'd be like candy and cookies and brownies.
okay.
And there was a guy that I really, really liked. So I made him boxes. We never dated, but I wanted to.
Multiple boxes?
I think I did it twice. And then I was like, this is crap.
What'd you put in it?
I baked brownies. I got his favorite candy.
Oh man, all that effort?
Yeah,
And
for really nothing.
You thought the box was going to be the way. Like,
Yeah, I thought
he's
maybe it
gonna
could be
see
the
this,
tipping point. I was hoping.
and he's going to be like, I got to be with this Lauren girl. Look at all these brownies and candies.
Yeah, we were just friends.
Did he even say thank you?
Yeah. He said thank you, but it was like,
anything.
right. It's like, thank you. And then someone else would walk around with his jersey on. Not me.
Oh man. All right, Jake, what do you got?
I don't think mine counts anymore, but I remember in middle school I DM'd this girl that I liked because we were friends for like a year and then she stopped talking to me completely.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just sent her like a red picture of just like a red screen and I like poured my heart out to her over a DM and I never got a response.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean you put a red screen?
Look, you have
Like a red background.
Yeah. Like I think at the time on Instagram you had to put like a picture with it.
Yes.
You couldn't just like send a DM.
Oh, and you like?
And I know I didn't know what the picture should be, so I just put like a red screen or something.
Yeah.
Like, and then
For love.
Can you find that message?
I don't think so. I mean, I haven't read it.
I think you
since.
might be able to get up your messages in Instagram.
I'll let you look through it, but I don't. I don't.
And you
I remember pouring my heart out to her and like confessing like that I really liked her, but
Did she even write back?
nope.
You got
God damn it.
ghosted.
No, come on. No! You know what though? I commend you for going for it.
Thank you.
I commend you for going.
I mean, look
for
at all of us. It all worked out for us.
it. Hey, yeah, obviously we're all doing fine now.
Right.
But
The time it stung.
God. Hey, listen, man.
All I've got to say is the guy that I made the box for, like, I think he's been divorced a couple times. Like,
Screw you, man. Screw you.
you had a chance.
God. Good Lord. Text message. I see some text messages. We'll get to them here in a second. I want to know as you look back in your memory right now, what's the most cringe thing to you that you remember doing to impress or try to get someone you like to like you, or maybe even just someone you were dating, you wanted to like impress them? What's the most cringe thing, in your opinion, you've ever done?
Congrats to our newest Q92 finalist.
Guess congratulations are in order.
Q92, hello, who is this?
Hi, this is Jen,
Jen, where you calling from?
North Canton.
All right, Jen, you're caller number 10. You're now a finalist.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Jen, you're in the running. You could be going to see Posty and Jelly Roll at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Just tell everybody what station is your favorite and just hooked you up as a finalist.
Q92.
There you go. That's 3 finalists. The morning show's got 1 more to get, but it's over on the live video feed. You got to go to it right now. You can go to Facebook, YouTube, or X. Find the live video of the morning show. Click the like button in the comments section. Go ahead and put the jellyfish emoji. We're going to be selecting a finalist at the end of the next hour. Lauren's going to randomly select one of you and make you that finalist. So if you want another chance with us, go ahead and do that right now. What are you waiting for? We'll have more chances as well on the station today with Nicolina after us, with Ryan at night. So be listening all day for that cue to call. Speaking of all day, we got new music. We've already played Ed Sheeran's new one. We'll be playing that throughout the day. Miley Cyrus also dropped a new one at midnight for you called The End of the World. We got some heavy hitters dropping new music today.
We do. It's a big day.
And we are going to be playing that for you. The music video's out. The video's out. It is called End of the World. And I heard this one this morning. I was listening to it. Voice sounds a little different.
Her voice does?
Not bad. No, I'm not saying it's bad or anything like that, but it sounds a little different.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Maybe I'm talking out my butt right now. I'll let you hear it and you'll be able to tell me like, no, it sounds the same. Sounds a little lighter or softer.
Not so raspy.
Yeah, like I wonder if that's because the years of the raspy has taken a little bit of a
Toll on the vocal cords.
girl can belt.
She can.
I still say, even though this was like a year or two ago this came out, if you want to be blown away by her a little bit, go look up the video of her cover of Like a Prayer by Madonna, which I think she should record and release.
Yeah, no, it was really good.
I feel like she should release. You know, I remember when Luke Combs was doing Fast Car and was like, release it. And he was like, no. And then he finally did, and it destroyed the world. Like it just was everywhere. It was everywhere. Every format.
It was.
It was an amazing, and he wasn't going to do it.
And you still hear it.
Yeah, and he wasn't going to do it.
I feel kind of bad because I feel like it replaced Tracy Chapman's original.
Yeah, but I do like that he gave her flowers on the Grammys when he brought her out and they sang it together. I thought that was really cool of him.
It was.
To give a nod and homage to the person that did that song that made it such the hit it is. But you're right, it was an incredible cover, and I feel like she should have done the same thing with Like a Prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta imagine Madonna would have signed off on that, right?
You would think. I think Madonna needs everybody.
Because it would also bring, I think, ears back to that song.
It would, and I think right now she could use some good press. There for a minute because of some of the tours last year, the way she was making fans wait for her to come out on stage. You know what I mean? She's just had some had some hiccups this last year.
When she's ready.
Yeah, which
she's like that. Snoop will do that to you.
Yeah. Let's just be honest though. Fans are the whole reason that you're on that stage. No matter how long you've been doing it, the only reason that you're there is because of the fans.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember that one. Was it real? Snoop was real late getting on and the people are like, what was going on? He said, man, I was eating wings.
I mean, at least he was honest.
But like people love him still for that though.
Yeah.
Even though I get what you're saying, a lot of fans think that's hilarious and love it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's just Snoop.
It is. Speaking of Snoop, I watched that Martha Stewart documentary that came out on Netflix a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I forgot, like, I know that he and Martha Stewart are very close, but I forgot about that whole roast that happened with Martha Stewart. It was of Justin Bieber.
Mm-hmm.
They are really funny, both Snoop and Martha.
Yes, they are funny.
I mean, like, I forgot about some of the jokes. Yeah. I mean, they're bad jokes.
Yeah, and it's a true friendship.
He goes over and walks in her garden with her.
Yeah.
Like they cook together.
No, yeah, it's real.
It's a genuine relationship.
People think it's a thing just for like, haha, for when they're, no, it's.
I kind of feel bad for Martha, though. I didn't realize she was so lonely and miserable her whole life.
I didn't know that either. So you just said that.
Her husband cheated on her.
Well, when she was in jail?
No.
Oh.
Like in the height of
Not that it's okay for jail.
In the height of her uprise.
Really?
Yeah.
So he missed out on the Martha Stewart money? For a stray?
I mean, I'm sure he got some of it because part of the reason she got where she was because he was so affluent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she started catering all these big name parties, but because of his connections.
Very interesting. It's 8:58. Speaking of Post Malone and Jelly Roll, it's I'm Not Okay on Q92. A survey or a interview with a Dr. Shazadi Harper, an expert in menopause and hormonal changes affecting libido.
Yeah.
It's been revealed the best time of day to express your love physically.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Do you think morning, afternoon, or night?
Night.
Jake?
Morning.
Jake, the sexpert, is right. It is the morning, apparently.
You got kids. That ain't happening.
Well, it says testosterone levels are high for both men and for women. They're at their highest. Testosterone is the hormone which is predominantly the male hormone that men have, and women have it as well. It is for energy and for alertness, and it causes that sexy feeling. She would say, I would say the morning is a very good time. Testosterone is a hormone produced by the body, and although women produce it, men have far higher levels. So, the best time of the day is right in the morning before you guys start your day. Now, I don't know. Do you brush your teeth first?
No. No, actually, yeah.
If you had to guess, and I want you to summarize. Expressing your love physically over the years.
Yeah.
What time of day would you say the average is?
3 a.m.
No, I mean like night, afternoon.
Night.
Yeah. 3 a.m. You have to set an alarm for that? Hope you both wake up, because I would.
No.
Do you stay up and wait for 3 a.m. or do you go to sleep and set, like I said, you set an alarm?
Just an internal clock that wakes you up.
You don't. Your body doesn't wake you up for that.
I mean, not
It's
every
been,
night.
I
No.
must be horny. Jake,
Thank God my daughter's off today.
if you had to summarize, would most of your expressed physical love have taken place at night, in the afternoon, or in the morning?
At night.
That's not to say it doesn't happen at night.
I know. I'm just saying, trying to get a gist of. I'm thinking about myself. I guess if I gotta.
You've never woken up and done the whole like.
I have.
Okay.
I have, like daily. And she's like, no. But I guess it'll probably be night too. So apparently, we as humans are not doing this correctly. Not the best time.
I feel like morning's really hard because people get up and go to work in the morning. If it's a weekend, like, and you have kids, like littles get up really early.
They do. And again, this is taking nothing as far as like things that could, it's just telling you when the best time is for you. It is in the morning. Rage Room, these effing kids complaining about going back to school when they just had over 2 weeks off. I am dreading summer. That's funny.
I know.
For every mom like Lauren who loves when her kids are home,
I do.
there's moms that want to get out of the damn house right now.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Actually, my kid started mocking me last week at the end of the week. He's like, oh, mommy's going to start going, oh, you only have a couple more days left of vacation. I love when you guys are home. Like, he was making fun of me because I do see
What are you going to do when they move out?
I don't know. That's an honest to goodness question. That's why I told Tony, I said, we need to start working on each other. We need to like start finding a hobby or something because otherwise it's really going to sting. We're going to like stand there and stare at each other and be like, no, what do you want to do?
Maybe like do couples like ceramic painting.
I could see Tony being down for that.
We'll get like a sports thing for him. Get like a Browns helmet. He can do a paint a ceramic
Okay,
Browns
that's going to
helmet.
last us for like 2 weeks. Then what?
So you keep doing other things.
So we're going to have our house full of ceramic
Oh
paint,
my God, imagine
painted
just ceramic
ceramics.
things everywhere that you two painted together with love. Can you imagine that? Do a Bernie Kosar.
That's like a nightmare.
Oh, everywhere you go, ceramics. This is getting weird.
Would you do that one yesterday? What about that one 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, just wait. Tomorrow we're doing a Jim Brown. Oh, it's going to be amazing. right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. It is 9 minutes after 9 on your Friday morning. Yes, I said Friday.
Yes! 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 Take your shirt off!
We're gonna have a great Friday, great weekend, hopefully for you guys. Coming up, Maddie Zurakowski from Hall of Fame Village will be joining us. Also, go over to the live video stream, not only to watch her coming up in a little bit, but you're also going to be able to enter yourself for a chance to become a finalist for the Post Malone Jelly Roll tickets, along with the hotel stay in Pittsburgh coming up in May. Go click the like button on the live video feed on Facebook, YouTube, or X, does not matter which one. In the comments section, put the Jelly Roll emoji. You got to do both if you want a chance to become a finalist. Lauren will select you at the end of this hour. She'll pick one of you and make you a finalist. It's a new Music Friday. We already played the new Ed Sheeran. Now it's time for you guys to hear some new Miley Cyrus. This is called End of the World. New music here on Q92.
Okay, so have you guys been to the store recently?
Yes.
And no. Like, literally, this is brand new. So my favorite store is Target, right? We go to Target often. I'm not going to sugarcoat it or try and lie. Anyhow, why do we have to have sales reps in stores where you're just trying to get your shopping done?
Oh, Sam's Club does that.
Sam's Club does it. I will say Costco's really good about it. There's reps there, but they don't approach you. You have to come to them.
Those Sam's Club people damn near tackle you.
Oh my gosh, it's awful. Well, Target has now allowed reps to be in the back of their store by their cell phones, peddling cell phone service plans. And to Target, I say, you suck. I'm sorry. This was the interaction that I had over the course of, I was there a week ago today, and I was there, and I have not gone back yet. And part of it was because of this exchange. I was there a week ago today, and then I was also there the previous Sunday. So Sunday to Sunday to anyhow, it was a few days. It was less than a week. We were approached. She asked what we were paying for our cell phone plan, and I told her, and she's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It's so high. Well, it's not. Let me just tell you that. For 5 lines and internet being under $250, it's not. Tries to reorganize after we told her that we're in a contract, completely ignored us, is like steamrolling us to come with her, and finally my husband speaks up and he's like, we said we're not interested. So we walk away, and I'm there the following Friday with my daughter because Sabrina Carpenter dropped a new album. What? Anyhow.
You got the vinyl?
Yeah. The same woman approaches us, and I said, we already spoke last Sunday. I was here last Sunday. I said, oh yeah, you were. For sure. I remember. And she's like, well, let's talk about it. And I said, no, I'm going to tell you what I told you then. We're just trying to shop. We're not interested.
Yeah.
She walked away and was like mumbling something under her breath. Listen, I am not the rude one. I am trying to save you time. You're going nowhere fast with me. But moreover, why are these stores allowing sales reps to interrupt the shopping experience in their store? Because it's putting a bad taste in my mouth. I'll tell you what, I'll go to all online shopping. I don't want to be bothered. And I'm not an introvert.
New one. End of the world right here on today's hit music Q92. I feel like the vibe for 2025 is artists. Let's go to the 80s.
Yeah.
Let's go hang out in the 80s again.
Yeah, we were talking about that off air because I feel like Benson Boone's new song has a little bit of a throwback vibe to it.
Yeah. I feel like some people are channeling their tears for fears.
Everybody wants to rule the world.
Who's gonna channel their Oingo Boingo? That's what I want to know.
Not many, I'll tell you that.
Who's gonna remake Wang Chung? Forecast coming up from Mark Johnson. Then of course Maddie Zurikowski from Hall of Fame Village. It's all coming up on Q92. All right, it's 9:18. Now, have you gone over yet to become a finalist for Jelly Roll for Post Malone and Jelly Roll in Pittsburgh at PNC Park with the hotel stay? Have you done it yet? Well, I don't know what you're waiting for. Head on over. You got to click the like button and you got to put in the comment section the jellyfish emoji. You got to do both. Sometimes I feel like some of us just do one.
Yeah, it needs to be both.
You got to do both if you want to be eligible for Lauren to randomly select you at the end of the show and make you a finalist. And real quick before we get to Maddie, who's going to be joining us here momentarily, I always like to answer this so everyone understands. Just a question, is there a limit to times you can call in and become a finalist for your contest? I have one in for the Post Malone Jelly Roll tickets. Yes, only once.
Only once. It doesn't matter. I mean, we only go off of just one entry.
Yeah.
So, but that's the reason we do it, is to keep it fair for everybody. So if you're a finalist, you all finalists have the equal share of potential to be a winner.
Yes. So you can't get more than one name in the hopper.
Right. So we're doing it for you.
Yes. And also, if
So
you're a finalist for one contest, you don't win, you could absolutely become a finalist for the next one.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. The very next contest you could call and try and be a finalist for.
But as far as this one goes and all of the You're Included go, you only get one entry.
Just one.
If you become caller 10 or you're our social media finalist of the day on the morning show. Hopefully that clears up. Oh, they wrote back. Thank you. You're welcome.
You're very welcome.
I actually will answer that question every time.
Yeah.
Because I understand sometimes it can be a little
we want
confusing.
them to understand, too, that the reason why we do that is to keep it fair for every single listener.
Yes. You're right. All right, let's move on. Maddie Zurikowski, where is she
might
today?
not be here, but
Find out. There she is. Ceiling Fan's back. We are ready to go on a Friday morning. She is ready to join us. Maddie, happy Friday. Thank God it's Friday. How are you?
Good morning, guys. I'm great. How are you?
We're hanging out. We're hanging in there.
Good.
It's a Friday.
It's been a weird Friday, but it's kind of fun. I mean,
Listen, you'll never have me in a bad mood on a Friday. That's
True.
not.
All right, I'll hold you to that.
Yeah, remember it down, Jake. So when I'm not, you guys be like, you liar. But as always, so much going on at the Hall of Fame Village. We're getting closer to some events.
I know. I can't even believe it. I feel like April is just, I don't know, it made everything so real. Just, I think spring is obviously upon us, and that means events are so soon. So I know I mentioned last week the Cottontail Treat Trail, which is actually not this weekend, but next weekend, Saturday, April 12th. And it's going to be in the fan engagement zone from 12 to 3. So kind of think a scavenger hunt as well as an egg hunt all throughout the fan engagement zone. Each tenant will be participating. So whether you have young kids or older kids, they'll be able to go in, get some eggs, and then kind of be on to the next. What's also neat too is that we're using the stadium as a part of it too. So we're super excited just to be able to have people come out, walk around campus, hopefully, stay a while, enjoy maybe Gridiron Gastropub or get some candy at Heggy's. So it'll be great. It's free community fun. So just to get yourselves in the Easter spirit, or people are on spring break, I just think it's the perfect opportunity to kind of come out and spend time with family and friends.
Well, and we were talking about the forecast for next week, and next week the forecast doesn't look so great, but starting next weekend, it looks like we're going to have this jump into the 60s. And the following week, we maintain that. It'll be our first stretch of more stable spring. So it'll be a good time to get outside, get some fresh air the weekend before Easter, and really kind of get into the mood for the Easter Bunny's grand arrival in your own home.
I can't believe that's next week. I can't believe that's next weekend. That's going to be going on. That's insane. What a great idea to do something because so many people do Halloween ones. They do Christmas ones.
Yeah.
Really cool because I haven't heard too many people doing things like this for Easter. I think it's really cool. You have the beautiful campus to do it on, which is so great and safe and open and so much to do. So, like I said, you could come not only enjoy this event, but like you said, Maddie, enjoy all the shops while you're there. There's just a lot you can do, and you can spend a lot of time there.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely. And we've been packing 6,000 eggs full of candy. Please come out. We want to put these eggs to use. And Paulette from Build-A-Bear will be there too. So I think it'll just be, I know people, you can go see the Easter Bunny at the mall, but I think this is a really fun way to kind of spice things up, get everyone in the Easter mood, and just enjoy the spring weather.
No, I couldn't agree more. Speaking of spring weather, jump forward a month and we're going to be at Tacos and Tequila, and hopefully the weather is nice and warm because things are going to heat up in Canton for Tacos and Tequila.
Absolutely. I know. I can't even believe it. Yesterday, it was a month out from Tacos and Tequila. So it's going to be Saturday, May 3rd. All-day festival. If you've been to it before in 2023, it's an amazing, just all-day lineup. So this year we actually have Flo Rida, Genuine, Twista, Little Rob, and DJ Scribble. So it's an amazing lineup. Of course, we have the Lucha Libre wrestling as well. And like you guys mentioned, what's so cool about it is that you'll be able to have re-entry in and out of the stadium. So of course, if you want to go, get a drink, up the brew kettle or gridiron, you can go and do that. And then, of course, we're going to have a ton of different tacos and tequila options as well, meaning food trucks, different sponsors and partners there. So it's just going to be an amazing weekend. And I think, to your point, just kind of get everyone, happy to be back outside and just ready to maybe party a little bit too. So if you haven't gotten your tickets already, they're available now at hofvillage.com.
Well, Maddie, I hope we get to have our Lucha wrestling friends back with us because you weren't here for that.
I was out for that.
Yeah. But Jake and I got to speak to them. And I believe at the event, Jake was even asked if he wanted to kind of come up to the ring.
I never did.
Yeah. So maybe this year we can make it happen.
Oh my gosh. Between that and Armored MMA, you guys have to make an appearance at something.
Trying. We'd love to be the king and queen of that event. I don't know. There with a chalice, that'd be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Chalice out. He practices every day.
Back to I really do.
He's like, kiss the ring.
Yeah, I'm like, kneel. People are like, shut up. I'm like, all right, I will. Going back to Tacos and Tequila too, I'm interesting. I know the deadline is past now, but how about all the people that entered to possibly perform that day? That was a really cool thing you guys were doing for local artists.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. It was such a great idea, and we've seen such an amazing response. We've actually had over 40 submissions, and all of that information will be going out here very shortly. But we're just excited to promote, local talent, especially. I mean, it was amazing just to see, even in the comments, people were tagging, their friends or their artists that they follow, and so I think it was a really neat initiative, and just to get, who doesn't want to perform on, the Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium stage? I just feel like that's such a unique opportunity. And for these artists too, I mean, to kind of be in this opening lineup, I feel like it's kind of just a once in a lifetime opportunity. And if you're from Canton or Stark County too, I'm sure, you've probably been to a concert. If not, you've probably been like, how am I going to get there? And I think this is just such a cool opportunity to do so.
Yeah. So for everyone that did enter, soon you guys will be releasing the
yeah, so kind of how the contest works was that everyone got to sign up, and so now until, I think it starts on Monday and it'll run for 2 weeks, all of these performers will be sending out their own promo codes and selling tickets. So whoever sells, or the top 3 sellers that sell the most tickets, will then perform and open for Tacos and Tequila. So it's going to be really neat. And what's awesome about it is, I mean, it can be a DJ, it can be, a group of performers. It doesn't have to be necessarily a specific genre. So that's what's, I think, going to make it really fun and interesting, and just get so many more people involved.
Dude, it's going to be really, really cool. It's going to be a great event, like you said, for a local artist to be like,
Mhm.
yeah, I was on the bill with Flo Rida.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, if you're a young artist trying to make something of yourself,
It's
trying
a
to
big
do
deal.
something,
It's a resume builder.
that is such a huge,
It's nice exposure.
such a huge thing, and you're giving someone such a big chance to grow their audience and their brand. So I think that's really cool you guys are doing, because you didn't have to.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm personally very excited about it. And I feel like, I don't know, it's just going to be awesome to see everyone in their element, especially with, you have these veterans like Flo and like all these amazing artists. And then to kind of probably have, or perform alongside some of your idols will be really, really neat. So it'll be really exciting.
Genuine is pumping this thing up.
Oh, yeah.
Got to give him a big thank you when he comes to town.
I know.
Letting the world know he's going to be there, and it's awesome because that
I
guy
love
also
it.
so many hits.
Oh, yeah.
So many hits for Genuine.
Also, I just have to tell you, Madison, Lisa Hoover Bradford's watching this morning, and she's cheering you on, saying how wonderful you are. She got to watch you grow up, she said.
Oh my gosh, that is so sweet. Oh my God, I love that.
Yeah. So we had to pass along the good morning for you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Of course she does. So last weekend was low key. You said you had plans about every other weekend. Where are we off to this weekend?
I know. We're actually keeping it low key this weekend, but next weekend is a Florida weekend. So I'm very, very excited about that.
Where in Florida?
Fort Myers.
Okay.
I have actually, believe it or not, been to Fort Myers.
Really?
I don't travel, but I've been
know.
to
That's
Fort
why I said really.
I have been to Fort. That's a beautiful place. Boy, is that going to be nice, especially after how cold some of next week's going to be.
Yeah.
It's almost like the opposite there right now. I think it's like in the 90s right now, and then it kind of comes back down and is a little more like between the 60 to 80 range. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, it stays that way, and we're blessed. And hopefully here it's like the opposite. We get up to that warmer weather and we stay there.
That is also another low key one this weekend.
Yes.
And then off to the Sunshine State.
Exactly.
Love it. Love it. Maddie, always a pleasure. We appreciate you joining the show every Friday. Everything again, HOF Village. Look them up on their social media, their website. They do a great job promoting all their events, so you can get all the information you guys need. And Maddie, we'll talk to you next week. Or will you be in Florida already?
Well, I'll be in Florida, but who knows? Maybe I'll change up my setting.
See the background. Can you imagine the ocean behind you?
Good morning from Florida.
You could have tequila in your hand while you're telling us about tacos and tequila on a beach.
I'm sure Anne would love that. I'm like, cheers.
Maddie, always a pleasure.
She might let it slide.
Have a great week.
Right. Thank you guys so much.
All right. See you later.
Maddie Zurakowski. She is the best from Hall of Fame Village. Joins us every Friday. Lets us know about the amazing things going on at the Hall of Fame Village. And I can't wait for some of these events because we need the weather to change. We need to get outside. We need to enjoy these events. And the people at the Village are trying to give us some awesome things to do and enjoy this spring and into the summer. It is 9:29. It's Doja Cat. Paint the Town Red on Q92. It's a story time with Jake now. I don't know. You got something that happened to you, what, today?
Yeah, last night, this morning, same difference.
Okay.
So I've done the whole, set my alarm at a different time than I was supposed to, like the 5 p.m. into the 5 a.m. And then I was, really late to work before.
Everyone's done that.
Yeah,
I think
everyone's
that's
done
pretty
that.
standard.
I did this to a new level, I think.
Okay.
So I went to bed at 11 o'clock, 11:30 last night.
Yeah.
I set my alarm. My alarm went off. I woke up. I did my usual morning routine.
What is your usual morning routine?
Okay.
Walk us through this.
So I go to the bathroom and I always sit down when I pee in the morning because I usually miss in the morning. So in the morning, I always sit down.
You sit down to pee.
So I was this morning, in particular, more tired than I ever have been in the morning before. I swear I almost fell asleep on the toilet. I never really take a full body shower in the morning, and we have like a bathtub with a shower, so I always just turn on the faucet and wash my hair, like bend over the bathtub and wash my hair, real quick.
So hold on. To recap, before we move on to where this is going, what we've already learned is, one, you sit down to pee.
Yeah.
And you wash your hair like a girl over the side of the
you wash your
tub.
hair in the sink.
Yeah,
as
in the
if
morning.
a criminal on the run at a gas station.
Right.
Okay. All right. Let's go.
And so I fell asleep on the toilet. I fell asleep, bent over the shower, washing my hair because I was so tired.
I was drowned.
I would
You just stick your head in the shower and wash
I know what you
only
mean,
your
over the
hair.
side of the tub.
Yeah,
Remove all.
yeah.
I've done it in a pinch, like if I need to do my hair really quick. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just so tired. I had no idea why. And so I don't think anything of it. I get up. Mark Johnson sends us the weathers.
Yeah.
So I get an email and I'm like trying to figure out, like, it doesn't really say Mark Johnson yet until you like unlock your phone. So I was like using my brain power to like unlock my phone. Like I was just staring at it to use Face ID. I was so tired. I had no idea what I was doing. And then that's when I looked at the time. It was midnight. I was asleep for 30 minutes and I woke up.
Why'd your alarm go off?
I must have somehow set it to midnight because I didn't have one set for 5 o'clock
Were
or
you
whatever.
so relieved that you got to go back to bed?
Yeah, but I was still confused. I was scared. I was like, what day is it? I didn't know if I missed the whole day of work or not. I was so confused because I'd have no idea why I was
You'd have
up.
missed calls, buddy.
Yeah.
You'd have missed calls.
That's what I thought.
We would have come looking for you.
That's
like,
what I thought.
Hey, the show's on.
I was just so confused. But then
So
I went back to bed.
You fell asleep into a deep sleep, apparently.
Yeah.
Slept for a half hour. Your alarm went off, and you just instinctively got up, sat down to pee, washed your hair only in the sink or shower, and then realized that it was only 30 minutes since you went to bed.
Yep.
Amy said with wet hair, too, LOL. You laid back
Yeah, you just went back down with wet hair.
Yeah. I
laid
just stayed in
back
my
down.
clothes and went. That's why I woke up and I was ready to go.
Wow. I mean, that's happened to me where I've done the like 5.
No one in your
Yeah.
house was still up at
Nobody was there. They were all staying with my grandma. So I was the only one home last night.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Were you scared?
No.
I would have been.
Text. I always knew there was something special about you, Jake. Someone said on
You
the text
just
line.
now figured out that he is very special
That
because we've known for a long time.
That's interesting. And at no point did you be like, man, I feel like I just went to sleep.
No. Well, I knew I was really tired, but I don't know why. And I was looking at the clock. We have a clock in the bathroom, but I just didn't pay attention to it.
Were you worried you like drugged yourself or something?
No, because I didn't. I wasn't on anything. I chugged a Coke before I sleep and I went to bed.
Oh, that's what everybody does.
Wait, a regular
Shotguns and
Coke?
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, it's just a Coca-Cola.
Yeah, but it's going to keep you awake, Jake. There's
Not him.
caffeine and sugar in
I
there.
went night-night. I don't know.
Oh, man. I'll take the gummies Jake did, someone says on the text line. There you go. Like I tell you, if it was in my sleep, what a way to go.
That's true.
What a way to go.
There's something to be said for that.
I'm telling you. We've said that before. If you could pick, isn't that what you're picking?
I know, but probably Jimmy would like to have you go in your sleep when you're in your 80s.
I get it.
Not now.
I get it. But I get that too. Something about waking up, just there's Jesus.
Oh, hi.
It's time to wake up. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Jesus!
Right.
Oh. I'd be like, oh.
You're throwing the covers back. Where's the buffet? I
You
know
what
it's
else
up
I wonder,
here.
like, when you die and you go to heaven, you know what I mean? Like, is there like a second where, like, you see him and you're like, Oh, hello. And Jesus is like, yeah.
Right. About that. Yeah, it was your time.
So, sorry about that. Time was up.
Do you think they give you a tour or you just know where to go?
I don't know. And who gives it?
Maybe someone in your family that went before
You
you.
know what I mean? Like there's a big crowd. Moses comes up. I have this. Everyone move. Move. All right. There you go. Pearly Gates. Thank you. Right here on today's hit music. It is Q92, 9:35. We got a couple of minutes. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. This one, I mean, it's been out there, but not as much as it was the first time. The 90-day reprieve that President Trump gave TikTok's about up, right?
Yeah, there was. It'll be Saturday if it disappears again, and if he doesn't put a stop to it first, or if they don't accept a deal, which Amazon stepped in and I believe put in a deal.
That Bezos?
Yeah.
So he threw out an offer.
Yeah.
No word if they accepted it, but accepted is the word I was trying to say. But I do see that yesterday YouTube announced a new video creation tools for short videos ahead of the deadline for TikTok owner ByteDance to sell it or be banned from the U.S. ByteDance has until tomorrow to sell its U.S. operations to an American buyer or be banned from the country, which would cause many TikTok users to lose their accounts and content. YouTube's Shorts video feed competes with TikTok's short form video format, and the new creation tools that are to be made available before summer will make it easier for users to edit their content and track its performance. And I think anyone's going to have a trouble becoming what TikTok was.
Yeah. So,
but I don't blame, because YouTube, you want to talk about of all the social medias that have come, gone, exploded, YouTube's just been that steady. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They've never been the top, but they've never been the bottom. I don't know if that makes sense.
They've hung in the game.
They've always been there. Now they're so big for content creators, gamers, TV and radio stations. I mean, they're so important now to things, and for more for long form than short form, obviously. Yeah. But I mean, they have their shorts, and it looks like they're going to try to at least have something available, which is smart if TikTok really truly goes, which I have nothing to base this on, but I don't feel like I feel like they'll get another extension or sold.
Well, and I was wrong. It was 75 days. So it's been 75 days. It was a 75-day reprieve for investors to have more time to come to a deal with ByteDance. If the app goes dark, it would be shutting out 170 million users across the United States this weekend. Reportedly, Trump met with aides on Wednesday to talk about possible investors interested in buying TikTok, which one of them is Amazon. Amazon did throw their hat in the ring with a fairly high bid.
I'll bet.
To take over. So, we'll find out. The one thing that I can say is I understand a lot of small businesses use TikTok for income, and I think it's incredible for them. But as is every media that businesses go into and stuff, it's not ever a sure, like, it's going to be around forever thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like can it be replicated on Instagram and Facebook? Maybe.
Kind of, but will it have the popularity?
I'll miss
the
TikTok
widespread
shop, that's for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I get a lot of stuff.
I don't anticipate it not being here when we get back on Monday, but what the hell do I know?
Yeah, we'll see. It'll be interesting.
We'll see. Lady Gaga, Abracadabra on Q92. Yeah, no, those were good times. Grunge.
Yeah.
That's when the whole grunge rock.
Gavin Rossdale, forget about it.
Women loved Gavin Rossdale.
Yeah, this one did.
Ex-husband of Gwen Stefani.
Yep.
They had 2 children together.
Pretty children, too.
I've never seen the children to rate their looks, but I'm sure they're fine.
Well, I mean, when you take 2 good-looking people like that.
It's true. No,
Yeah.
I admit the women loved Gavin Rossdale.
Although, have you ever noticed that sometimes, like, this is going to sound really mean, but like maybe not so attractive parents make like a stunner,
Yeah.
and then vice versa. Like,
yeah, if they're two pretty people, I don't think their children turn out that great.
The two uglies.
Sometimes
the two
they do.
uglies can cancel out and make a pretty.
like a yeah,
Whereas sometimes two pretties can make a quite ugly.
yeah, but then like it goes the other way too. Like two pretties sometimes don't make such a cute.
That's what I just said.
Oh, okay.
Two pretties make an ugly.
There's a lot of pretties and uglies thrown
Yeah.
around right here. No, I wouldn't use the word ugly. Maybe just not so attractive.
Sure.
No one's ugly.
Sure. Well,
You can have an
That's
ugly
subjective.
personality.
yeah. I think you can have an ugly face. I think it's possible.
Okay.
I don't think it's possible. I mean, I think it's cute you're trying to be all political correct. That's
I'm
cute.
trying to be sweet and nice.
No, there's no ugly humans out there at all. No one's ugly. Right.
I
right.
mean, it's few and far between that I actually look at somebody who was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like I don't walk around
Sometimes.
like that.
Sometimes.
Really?
Yeah. I'm sure people listen. Chances are someone's looked at all of us in our lives like that's an ugly person.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not putting myself. Everyone.
No, none of us are all that glamorous. Are you kidding me? Have you guys ever heard the term "face for radio"? I mean,
Yeah.
if I were here,
Yeah. I got you. I got you. We can't all be
the
sexy
evening
Rexy.
right? The evening news didn't want us.
No. Oddly enough, television said, "Could you leave?" All right. Your head is blocking all the lights and reflecting it and blinding everybody.
You would need a significant amount of powder on that.
Yeah. Maybe some bronzer. Little Uzi Vert, that is everybody right here on today's Hit Music Q92 at 9:45. Last chance, you want to become a finalist for Post Malone and Jelly Roll, Lauren.
Yeah, get over to Facebook, YouTube, and X to find that video live stream. Give it a like in the comments. Drop the jellyfish emoji, and that will let us know that you'd like to be a finalist. We're moments away from picking another finalist for the big-ass stadium tour featuring Post Malone and Jelly Roll at PNC Park in Pittsburgh with an overnight hotel stay.
Get over there and do it now. It's Q92.
Ready to order.
And all right, well, in that case, you should be having a great day right now at work.
Happy Friday.
What can I do, boss? It's Friday. Can you imagine, like, I would love if we had, I wouldn't want anything to happen, but it'd be fun if we had a cokehead around here.
What?
We had somebody who's always, like, coked up, just running around like a.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
That'd be hilarious to an extent. I'd be like,
Until it wasn't.
Listen, I want you to get help, but this is kind of fun. This is kind of funny. Fax came. I got it. Oh,
Nobody faxes anymore. What are you even doing right now?
Faxes every once in a while.
No, we don't.
Wait, yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Oh.
Yeah, I always hear the number or the ringtone, whatever the printer
But they're
makes.
not legitimate business faxes. If you look at it, it's like, you want a cruise.
Oh, well, I don't know
It's
what they
crap
are.
like that.
But we're still getting faxes.
Who doesn't scan to email? Come on.
I like a good scan to email. Christian, if somebody came into this conversation with you and Lauren late and all they heard was you talking about doing good lines and how good it is, was laugh out loud, oh my God.
Exactly.
I'm not condoning cocaine use. I'm just saying,
I
would
would
it be
hope not.
funny if there was someone that was always that hyped up working? Yes. The answer is yes.
Yep.
Every place has a zany worker or two. And it's not always that they're on drugs. It could be anything. It could be they're a quirky person. It could be they fart every day. That's me.
Right.
It could be. It could be.
I was gonna say, who's the zany person
it could
here?
be their energy. We talked this week how people enter the building in here.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's got quirky things at work, or people that do things at work that either crack you up, or you can't stop watching. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, who am I?
Who are you? I don't know what you would be. I'm the fall asleep at work guy.
And the farter guy.
And the farter guy.
That's fair.
I don't know. Jake, what would you think you are?
I don't know.
That's exactly it right there.
I'm the.
You're the I have no idea where
I'm
I'm
just.
at.
I'm there.
He just named himself without naming himself.
You're the where am I guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love asking you questions. Did this happen? Yeah. Did you tell anybody? No. Why not? I don't know.
I forgot.
I forgot.
He's the forgetful guy.
He is.
Yeah.
But like, does anyone have does anyone have a coworker that, like there's something weird about that? Like there's just something like, and it's entertaining. You don't hate it. It's what they are. It's what they do. You might have a guy that every time he gets up out of a chair, he grunts or whatever.
Am I the do-gooder?
No.
Like everybody's like, oh, she's such a kiss up.
No. I think no. The only what would you be? The person that thinks they know it all and know it more than everybody else.
That's true. That's fair.
Yeah, it can't
But
be wrong.
hey,
even
you
when they're
can't
wrong.
take it away from someone if it's true.
On my way to work, there is a house that has a mower that runs itself like a Roomba.
Wow.
My neighbor has one of those.
Really?
Yeah.
How does it know boundaries? Is it like an invisible fence?
I think so. I think it comes with an app and they draw like a line. I don't know.
Like a geofence.
Yeah, they've never mowed their lawn in like years, so it must work.
He says, I'm so fascinated, I can't wait for it to end up in the road one day. I didn't know they made those. I'm sure that's cheap. Breakers right here on today's Hit Music Q92. It is 9:51. And that's going to about do it for the Q92 Morning Show here today. But before we do that, it's time. So many of you went over to our live video feeds on Facebook, YouTube, and X today. You click that like button. You put the jellyfish emoji in the comments section. Thank you all for doing that. There can only be one winner. Only one person can become the random stream finalist of the day. So let's find out who it is now. Lauren, who is going to have their name in the running now for this amazing concert seeing Post Malone and Jelly Roll in Pittsburgh with a hotel stay?
Today it is Caitlin Rhodes.
Caitlin Rhodes. Oh, she looks so happy in her little glasses. Hey, Caitlin. That jellyfish just got you a finalist spot, and now you are in the running for a chance to possibly get a call from us next Thursday telling you you're going to see Post Malone and Jelly Roll at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Great seats and a hotel stay. How amazing is that? Don't worry, this station's not done. Nicolina's in here next. She'll be getting some finalists as well. Ryan at Night's going to get some finalists. So you still got reasons to be listening to Q92 all day long. The Diva's in here next with chances to become a finalist. And, of course, Celebrity in the afternoon. And, of course, the old school lunch.
Yeah, that's something to look
Who
forward
knows
to.
what else
I
she'll
love
have.
the old school lunch. Are you kidding me? That's usually when I'm like on my way out of here to go work remote, and I listen to.
I heard it's going to be all Billy Ocean this time.
Yeah, that's not true.
Damn it.
Don't float away this weekend, friends. Listen, we have the chance for some severe flooding. If it looks steep, even if it doesn't, don't drive through it. Like, it's not worth it. You know, I heard something interesting yesterday. 6 inches your car can stall. A foot, it can float. Just remember that.
There you go. Words of wisdom.
Yeah.
Words of wisdom,
Be
everybody.
careful.
Have a great weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Thank you guys for listening, whether you're on the radio today, if you were streaming us on our website, Q92radio.com. We appreciate you guys for having us on. And again, if you were watching on Facebook, YouTube, or X, thank you as well. Nicolina, the Midday Diva, is in here next. Next time we talk to you, it'll be a Monday, but it'll be okay.
Yeah, it's going to be fine. Just wake up with us.
We got you to this Friday, didn't we? We'll get you the next one.
You're in good hands.
Have a great weekend, everybody. Jake, for the good people.
Love you. Bye.
It's Dua Lipa levitating. It's Q92. Have a great